Hey man, it's Kevin Smith.
Hey, this is Jay Music.
Hey, I'm Scott Snyder.
I'm Cena Grace.
And you're listening
to the Absolute Geek.
The Absolute Geek.
Absolute Geek.
Absolute Geek Podcast.
Check it out, Snoogans.
Friday night in Phoenix. Woo! You're listening to the Absolute Geek Podcast.
Welcome, geeks, nerds, lovers, and single awareness supporters all around the world. It is Friday night in Phoenix, and it is Valentine's Day, and you're tuned in to the Absolute Geek Podcast. I am Matt.
I am Kyle.
I'm Brian.
And with us tonight, a special guest who could just say his name because he's been here so many times.
I was wondering when I get to just pop in.
You just go after Brian. Comic exposure.
Travis Rat's here.
There you go.
We stepped on Travis. Yeah, happy Valentine's Day, my comic brohim.
Happy Valentine's Day, man.
Brohim, I like that.
Isn't it the 15th where you are?
Yeah, it is the 15th.
The 15th in Japan.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Yeah, she knows it too.
Abby's excited.
Yeah. Abby's excited.
Yeah. She's been waiting all week for this.
I know, man. Great show.
It's a special day, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Kyle, you want to tell everyone why it's a special day?
Because it's Valentine's Day.
Why else is it a special day?
Because it's Absolute Geek Friday, dude.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because it's the second week of the month.
Yeah. So, all right. I guess should I unveil it now, or do we want to wait a little bit? Because I'll sit here and
I think you got to unveil it, bro.
All right.
I mean,
so if you all, a few of you in the chat remember, we have a few episodes ago. We had Kyle and I got a little drunk, and I shot my big mouth off and said that I would do the Valentine's Day episode body painted like the Penguin. And instantly I'm regretting it. But I'm glad Travis could hold to his word and come back and partake in this. So here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
So Rage Against the Machine tickets, Kyle.
I know, isn't that crazy?
I'm surprised she even got them, dude. Everybody else I knew didn't get any.
How long has it been since they were last? Like they played a show like live last
20 years.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that Zach De La Rocha was even doing music anymore. Yet alone Rage Against the Machine.
Have either of you guys seen them live before?
I've seen them twice.
Yeah,
really?
I saw them a long time ago with Tool, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, does that sound right?
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, when they came out, I wanted nothing more in the world than those dreads. I wanted dirty dreads. I wanted it so bad. I'm like, this is the coolest thing in the world. But I got this like froey. It was never gonna happen.
I tried doing that and it turned into a pink mohawk.
I had natty dreads for a long time.
I've seen pictures.
Yep.
Did you? You had dreads?
Yeah. For years and years.
Bumbaclat. Well done, man.
Yeah, they were long too. They were like,
okay, but hold on. Let me ask
less than Jake dreads.
So here's the deal: for people that had dreads back in that era, I'd like to ask, who inspired you to get dreads? And there's usually one of three answers, right? There's Zach De La Rocha, Korn, and the right answer, the Deftones. So, Kyle, which band was it you that caused you to want to get dreads?
It was a toss-up between the Deftones and Korn.
Okay.
I was just like, holy fuck. Jonathan Davis almost looks like me. I need dreads too.
I just remember, and we've talked about this on the podcast before. There was a Deftones video. I can't remember which video it was, but just seeing them just jam out and Chino just shaking their dreads. I was just, and their shit was long. You remember that? And then once everybody got dreads and thought it was cool, what did they do? They fucking shaved. Chino shaved his shit. So I gotta.
You know, another good dread role model is True Romance. Gary Oldman when he played a Drexel.
Yep.
Drexel.
That's
We
one of
got
my
everything
all-time
from a
favorite movies.
Cotton-Eyed Joe to a damned if I know.
Motherfucker thinks it's white boy day. Is it white boy day? No, man. It ain't white boy day.
Oh my god. Well, so tell the story about Rage Against the Machine because everybody I know couldn't get tickets. I don't know how you got lucky enough to get tickets.
Tell the story about your dirty white boy dreads.
I had my buddy's sister, my buddy Eric. His sister was badass at braiding hair. So she took my hair, and they were, you know how you see people get braids and they're perfect squares.
Mhm.
The braids were so tight that my braids kind of stuck up like Coolio for like 2 days before they would relax because she had braided it so tight to my to my head.
Was it a white girl that did your braids?
No.
Okay, good.
I don't mind like a tight, tiny crisscross Coolio style braids at first. That was kind of cool for a while. Make you jump, you know what I'm saying?
So just like my brother-in-law Joe said, I got hair beeswax.
Yep, that's how I remember everybody doing their dreads. They would
And you
just
take the
either
hair
quit
beeswax.
washing your hair. You would quit washing your hair and let it dread up on its own,
Mhm.
right? Or you would have somebody do it all nice and neat and throw the beeswax on it.
So I did the braids, and what I did was I took the beeswax and we put them so that I didn't have to have rubber bands. They were just beeswaxed and they stuck like that. And that was it, man. And I just left it alone and I didn't do shit with it.
Now, talk to me about the smell. How dirty do we get? Like, did they get stinky? Were they stinky
No.
dreads?
No, they weren't stinky dreads.
Okay.
Once they're done, I would wash them like every 2 weeks.
Okay.
It was just a pain in the ass because you had to wash them one at a time.
Individually, yeah.
Yeah, and them being long, you had to get them on, then you rinse them, and once in a while I would just jump in the pool and let the chlorine clean it out.
I can see Kyle like middle school, like on the phone doing his dreads. Yeah, no. So Tiffany called me. I don't know if she's gonna make it to the dance, just stroking dreads.
So my buddy Chuck, Brian knows Chuck. He's got this really cool. Yeah, when I cut my dreads, my mom actually kept them. Until
Gross.
so I wrapped them up and gave them to her. But like my buddy Chuck, we were he had a party at his house, and my band played.
Jesus Christ.
So he's got this picture of me with my bass flipping my head down and my dreads are just out. Because
That's dope. It's good
my
stuff.
brother-in-law said I smelled like a dirty hippie.
Yeah, you probably smelled worse.
A little patchouli.
So
So Rage Against the Machine. Yeah, so what Rage Against the Machine does, so what normally happens with concerts, what people have seen is you will go online and you find a pre-sale code. And then you enter in the pre-sale code, and then, tickets go on sale Friday. You buy your tickets on Tuesday. So what Rage Against the Machine did, and Garth Brooks did the same thing. What they did is they set it up so it's like San Diego Comic-Con. You get a code, you enter the code in, and it puts you in a queue. And once the queue starts, it puts you in a virtual line, and then you just sit in line. So I got on about an hour early, and I just had it up in a corner on one of my monitors. And I sat there, and then at 10 minutes till, there's 3 instructions. Be on 10 minutes till, be logged in, make sure your credit card's ready. Those are the 3 things that they ask you to do. So at 10 minutes till, it popped up and said, we need your phone number. We're going to send you a code to get into the queue. I did it, and I sat there. When I popped in, it was me, Matt, and Chuck. We all pretty much did it, I think, at the same time, right when it started at 11.
did you get tickets, Matt?
I had a chance to get tickets. I didn't end up getting them though. Because when
Dude, you could have resold whatever you had for like 4 times the value.
I know,
Yeah,
but whatever
great.
I queued in at, it was like the top row at the very last section. So they were like terrible seats.
So I had my tickets. My tickets were done, bought, and paid for by 11:19. And by the time I got in at 11:19, the general admission was sold out. And all the section 100 around the hockey arena, you just saw these blue dots going ping, 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 ping. And every time you click on something, it would say, sorry, another fan has bought that. You click on another one, sorry, another fan has bought that. And finally, you grabbed it, and finally you were in the pay thing quick enough. And so, and when it first popped on, it said there was 2,000 people in front of me. And there's this little dude walking.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden it goes, there are 1,700 people in front of you. And then the dude walks a little further.
I hate that dude. That's the same dude that's in those fucking crosswalk signs telling you when to stop and go. You know what?
Exactly.
Stay in your lane, buddy. Yeah.
Tell me what to do.
Yeah.
So then I went in and I finally got in. And I feel bad though, because I was talking to Chuck and he was like, all right, man, if you get in before me, get me a ticket. All right, man. And the franticness of trying, I just completely forgot.
Oh,
What
a good friend.
I know. I just snatched up 2 tickets as fast as I could because it was every time I was clicking it kept telling me, sorry, this ticket's already been sold to another fan. And then fucking you look, it sold out in like 40 minutes. And there was every ticket in there was $125. Didn't matter where it was. Every ticket was the same exact price. So then within an hour of being on social media, everybody's like, fuck Rage Against the Machine. They're Rage Against the ATM. Fucking talk about fucking go. You used to hate Ticketmaster. Now you're fucking in bed with Donald Trump. Man.
Well, the problem is
haters because you didn't get tickets.
No, well, the problem is, and me and Kyle kind of talked about this, these fucking everything over the internet nowadays, they have these bots out there because people know people are trying to get these things, and then they make these bots that basically they know how to fill out all that information super fast, and just as soon as they're up, they'll buy 10, 20, 30 tickets, and then instantly they know they can resell them for 4 times the value. So people are putting these bots out. They're buying these bots and for $150 and using them to get these tickets or shoes or what are they called, pops, whatever. So it's bullshit. That's why Trent Reznor makes people go to the fucking box office and stand in line.
That's what I did when Nine Inch Nails came.
Yeah.
Went on sale at like noon or 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I got there at like 5:30 in the morning.
What if when you like for a concert like that, what if in order to like slow down the bots and give everyone a chance, there was a 5-question quiz on the band? Now people can Google the answers, right? But that's going to slow you down on that. So if there's a 5-question quiz and you're the super fan, you're not even going to need to look it up, and you have a better shot of getting right in there. You know exactly where to go. You know the sites are going to give you that answer, right? Give a quiz. It should be a quiz that people with the most love get in there first. That's going to slow down the bots, and everyone can get their Rage Against the Machine tickets.
Yeah.
That would be cool. I mean, I think Trent Reznor did it the right way. You just you have to stand in line.
Or if you're like me, or if you're like me and you can't beat them, you join them and you just get a bot.
Yeah. The problem is there are certain bands, like I would fly somewhere to see Tom Waits if he was performing.
You really?
Now, I wouldn't fly. I love Tom Waits.
I've tried. I have tried. He's hard to.
Yeah, well, there's lots of different Tom Waits, right? There's like the early days. I think if you like 9 Inch Nails, a lot of the stuff that Tom Waits was doing in the 90s is experimenting with sounds and a lot of that percussion kind of clanking. But I would fly out to see them, and maybe people would fly out to see 9 Inch Nails, but I wouldn't fly out to buy tickets, fly back, and then fly out again for the concert. That's the only thing. You'd have to know someone in the city to, hit the streets and buy those tickets for you.
That's a great point.
When I was a kid, I did that. I would, because like you would have to go to like
a major market.
Yeah, you go to like Macy's or something. So what I would do is the mall was only like a mile from me, and what I do is I'd go there and I'd get there at like 10 o'clock at night, and I'd stay the night at the front door. So when it opened, I was the first person to walk in. I was the first person to the booth where you could get your ticket. And I'd bring games and snacks and shit. And as people started to trickle in, we'd be playing cards, and I'd bring board games. And it's kind of cool, man. You just meet these people, and you don't ever see them again. It's a cool single serving friend, but you had this
great point. Yeah, how many friends have you made standing in line? Like, that's a great point.
Yeah, you always do. You end up talking to the people. Like when I was standing in line for 9 Inch Nails this time, so there was a girl in front of me, and then another dude, and like another girl and dude behind me. And we talked the entire time to the point where we all exchanged phone numbers so that we can have some drinks before the concert, which I didn't. Yeah, fuck yeah, I'll see you before. We're going to have drinks. First one's on me. I'm not going to that shit.
Misconnection.
Yeah.
You.
What you drinking there,
fan,
Kyle?
standing in line. Me.
Am I drinking?
What are you drinking?
So I have to do a big shout out to Chad from Tennessee. The kind motherfucker that he is. He sent me a bottle of booze. A very good bottle of booze. It is sipping booze.
Big shout out to him. Thank you, brother. Even though you didn't send it to any of us, whatever.
You know why? It's because I'm a badass motherfucker.
It's because everybody loves Kyle.
Everybody
loves Kyle.
He went full Drexel on that one.
Yeah.
I'm a badass.
Kyle's got whiskey. Brian's got a little Earl Grey.
Hot chocolate, my friend, with marshmallows.
Watch the TV or eat my food. You just been clocking me. I know, I'm pretty.
But yeah, so the Rage tickets though. So where the dude from the comic shop in Scottsdale, I can't think of the name right now.
Fantastic World Comics.
Yeah, thank you. They're selling, resellers are the ones that are selling them for $400, $500 a fucking ticket.
So what happened was, you can go on right now, and there was certain seats that they tripled the price of the seat for extra charity money, because our concert, all the border states that they played in, so they're going to play in New Mexico, Arizona. Their first 3 shows are border states, so all of that money is being donated to immigrant organizations to help immigrants. So it's all going to charity.
That's cool.
Yeah, so they're so fucking corporate, man, that their first 3 shows are giving all their money away.
That's respect, man.
That's how fucking corporate they are. So what happened was, there's extra seats that were more money, so that you could help more with the charity. So when you go to look in, all you see is $1,000 ticket, a $500 ticket, a $2,000 ticket, and a $400 ticket. You know what I mean? And that's where everybody's getting all bitchy about, because that's what they're going in and seeing. Who's gonna pay fucking $400 to see Rage? It's because you didn't get tickets when they're $125. So,
yep.
There was a guy on the radio today talking about how he's watched someone pay $4,000 for Rage tickets for a $125 seat.
Yep.
So,
yeah, you got to think about it. This is their first time touring in however many years, man. People who didn't see them back then it's everything to them to see them this time.
See, like it was hard for me because Rage Against the Machine went on sale the exact same time Deftones did.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, fuck, am I going to go see Deftones and Gojira, or am I going to go see Rage Against the Machine? So I was like, fuck. I'd already promised, Nubia was like, if we're Rage Against, we're going.
Well, how many times have you seen Deftones too?
I've seen Deftones quite a few times too.
Yeah. And,
Well,
but
and
they
Rage
do have
is one of
a
those-
lot-
Come here often and headline.
And unlike other bands that have come back after like a couple decades hiatus, like Guns N' Roses, remember when they came back and tickets were crazy? Unlike that, these guys are still like in prime. Like they're going to put on a good show. It's not like the lead singer is 60 now. It's not like they've lost 2 members in the band. It's not like, all this stuff. It's a lot of these people who come back after 20 years, it's a cash grab or their own nostalgia or whatever it is. But these guys can still they're still in good shape. They should be still be able to click in and put on a great show, as opposed to just the thrill of seeing those people you knew 20 years ago on stage again together.
So the way I looked at it was, I was like, okay, Deftones is still making music. So the odds of them going on tour again are very much higher likely than it is going to be Rage Against the Machine. So the odds that in 2 years Deftones could come back, and then I'll just make sure to buy fucking dope ass tickets for Deftones.
Well, here's the thing that's going to piss everybody off, because I don't know if you guys follow Motley Crue, but I'm not a Motley Crue fan, but I listened to this podcast called The Cat House, I think. Remember Ricky Rackman?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
He has a podcast. It's a really good podcast where he talks about, because he owned a club in LA called The Cat House, where before he was Headbangers Ball, right? And so that's where all those bands got big. Guns N' Roses, Motley Crue, Poison, all those bands. Well, I guess Motley Crue, a couple of years ago, they said, well, we're never going to tour again. We're going to have one final tour, and not, some bands say that and they come back, but we're going to make it so.
You mean like Ozzy, who's done like no more tours, like 4 different times?
Well,
or Kiss. Yeah.
Motley Crue literally said, we're going to sign a contract with our lawyer that says we are never going to tour again. And this was like 3 years ago. What are they doing now?
They're touring.
Yep. So I hope that, Rage Against the Machine doesn't do that. But I mean, don't get me wrong. I hope if they come out and say that, we want to continue touring, cool. Just don't say that this is the final tour, and then in 5 years say, nah, we're going to do it one more time when you need money.
Yeah. Pretty sure Rage Against the Machine doesn't need fucking money.
Yeah, I bet you Zach might.
I know he had a decent solo career.
No, he didn't. What did he do? He put out maybe one album? I don't even think he put out an album.
Oh, by the way, this is the last Absolute Geek podcast forever. So if you're on, go invite your friends on, because this is the last time you're going to see Absolute Geek.
That's right.
Make sure you guys subscribe.
Yeah. This is not a promotional grab. This is it. I appreciate being on the last episode.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks.
Even though last week Kyle said you weren't allowed to come on.
I didn't listen to last week because I haven't seen Birds of Prey.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, you did.
Well, that brings up the thing that I heard.
Well, I'm on.
They're changing the title to be Harley Quinn Birds of Prey.
What's up with that?
It's because they're saying theaters think that the reason that they're not making money is because people don't know it's a Harley Quinn movie.
You mean the commercials of Harley Quinn walking around and talking weren't enough?
Right.
Internationally, I could see that being an issue. Like if you're in China or something like that. Now, the savvy person's going to get it, but the average Chinese non-nerd civilian who saw Suicide Squad and I like Harley Quinn might not get it.
In Japan, do they like to go see the movies like they do in China? Are they are they clamoring to go see
Oh yeah, Western movies are
no
huge
one in
here.
China is clamoring to do anything right now. They're just scared they're going to get corona.
Yeah.
There's nobody clamoring for anything in China right now.
By the way, 30 kilometers away from where I live in Yokohama, they had this.
We don't speak kilometer here. We don't know what the fuck it is. We don't do the metric system.
I don't even know what that is in miles. And this cruise ship pulled up, and they had 40 cases of the coronavirus on it. So those people have been there now, quarantined for 3 weeks. I think they're going to be quarantined on the cruise ship for another 2 more weeks.
Yeah.
So they went on a cruise, came back, and they're now the cruise ship is just right there, parked in Yokohama Bay Harbor, and just a bunch of people on there. That is the movie that I want to see. I want to see people on a boat where
Zombies.
they might have coronavirus just docked.
You know what I'd be doing? I'd be spraying people with Lysol.
I don't think that's gonna help, bro.
I'd be spraying it in my own mouth. I'd be like, I'm not wasting this on you guys. This is
You're
going
fucking
right
spraying
in.
Listerine and
Yeah, go. First thing I would do is go take over the pharmacy, figure out a way.
Yeah, and Chad just said exactly why. Another reason I didn't want to buy Rage tickets. He's like, the way it is today, I'm not paying $125 to hear Rage Against the Republican lecture.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
You're gonna pay $125 to listen to him.
So you got into a queue, you waited for an hour, you went in to get tickets, and you're like, fuck it. Fuck your anti-Republican talk. I am not doing it. You know what I'm gonna do to show you? I'm gonna click exit.
Well, in all fairness, I said the same thing to you the day before when you were like, Rage tickets go on sale Thursday. I was like, fuck Rage. All they're going to do is complain about politics the entire show.
Which is so funny that you fucking sat there and waited in a queue.
I had nothing better to do at work. You know, who's gonna work at work? I had nothing better to do.
Oh my god. What the fuck?
We're gonna clip that out and send it to your employer.
That's fine.
Are you guys ready to?
I can't do it anymore, you guys. I can't do it anymore.
What?
I can't.
Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready to rage in a non-gender, non-binary, neutral way?
You can't what, Kyle?
I can't stop staring at Travis.
Yeah, it's this cool comic exposure shirt that I got on here. I like your guys' shirts too. Buy it on Amazon.com.
Where the fuck is
Comic
my
exposure.
shirt?
It makes a great Valentine's Day. I need an address, and it's yours, Kyle.
I've
Text it to me. It's done.
I fucking
It's done.
will.
Yep, I can make this happen today.
Fuck.
I need a size too.
Oh,
I don't want to insult you by guessing.
oh, insult away. You're probably gonna be pretty dead on. It'll be all right. I got thick skin. I can take it. But I mean, do you think the Harley movie? Do you think that'll help making it say Harley Quinn on the new posters?
No, because like I said, when I went to see it, there was only 4 people in the fucking theater. A theater that sits like 100 or 200 and some odd, 238 people, and there's only 4 in the theater. It had a terrible opening weekend. It's just a bad movie. I don't think changing the name is going to do anything for it.
I wonder why Harley Quinn is such a popular character.
What are you talking about?
Did it say Harley Quinn?
Well, it's because she's a
What am I
popular
talking
character,
about?
but you know it's the fact that it's off the Suicide Squad and nobody knows who Birds of Prey are, and you know I think there's a lot of other aspects to
People
it.
didn't know
Harley
who
Quinn.
Sam was, and that thing fucking did great.
Well, we talk about the idea. They talk about the 4 quadrants, right? Like hitting the 4 demographics of people. If you have a 4-quadrant movie, there's something accessible for family, elderly parents, for young kids, and all that stuff. Birds of Prey, their quadrant is like Hot Topic fans, and so they'll come out in the droves. But when it comes to, it's not a family movie, so no one's taking their kids to go see Harley Quinn. It's like teenagers and adult geeks are going to go see that movie.
Do you think it got lost towards from the break from family to just the average, not the average person, but like a couple friends going to see it? You think that's where the breakdown was?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I didn't see the movie. I don't know if it could just be
It was garbage.
I didn't listen to the podcast last week because I didn't want it spoiled. But what was your consensus, that it was garbage?
I didn't see it.
Did we talk about it last week?
I thought it was trash.
Yeah.
If like I said last week, if you're a Suicide Squad fan, if you like the Suicide Squad movie, this movie's for you. You'll love this movie. If you didn't, you're not gonna like it.
But I thought they took more of a Deadpool approach.
The only Deadpool approach they took is making Harley Quinn break the 4th wall, and she narrates the entire movie like Deadpool does. That's pretty much it. If you watch Deadpool 2,
Suicide Squad, then right?
If you watch Deadpool 2 and take the same plot and basically have Deadpool 2 and just replace Deadpool with Harley Quinn, you've seen Birds of Prey.
How was Ewan McGregor in it?
I mean, he did all right for what he was playing, but They turn Black Mask into a flamboyant, very metrosexual, hands-off gangster instead of what Black Mask usually is. So it just, I don't know. It just doesn't hit. It didn't hit for me, and I mean, it didn't hit for any of the guys on Grizzle Geek either. So I don't know. But people are raving over it, and it's the best movie ever. And it had a high Rotten Tomatoes rating, but I don't see how or why. So
They pay for it. People pay for those. They pay people to go put those on there.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. But
There's something I really want to talk about this week that just really has me excited. And that's fucking Rick Moranis returning for Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
How fucking crazy is that, dude? Coming out of retirement saying,
when's the last time you saw that dude do anything?
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids part 2.
He's done voices for like some Disney movies, like
Okay.
Big Bear, Brother Bear. But yeah, I mean, you need to see the face.
well, he did the voice of Darth Helmet on the Goldbergs.
Yeah, but to your point, yeah, absolutely. There's that's just nitpicking. Yeah, there's been no like Rick Moranis real presence.
I mean, hey, I give it to him, man. It probably close to the height of his career. He was like, fuck it. I'm going to raise a family. I'm going to be a dad. I mean, how cool is that to be able to do that? How many people get to do that? Just say, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to stay home and I get to concentrate on the kid. That's awesome.
Yeah. I give it respect to him. I don't know how he did it, man. That was tough because he did nothing. Like he didn't come out for any, you know what I mean? Like usually stars that would do that, you'll see him at like something every once in a while, like Comic Cons or something. He did,
man. He was hermit.
Yeah. Yeah. He was gone, dude. He was straight up. Who's the guy that wrote Catcher in the Rye? I'm blanking. JD Salinger. He went up straight up JD Salinger style, man.
I don't respect him. I don't respect. He's got a talent. Share it with the world. It's like having a 12-inch dick and being a virgin. It doesn't make any sense. Come on, Rick Moranis. We all want to see that hog.
All the remakes that he's been in, they're remaking Ghostbusters, and they're talking about doing the Spaceball sequel, and he comes back for Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. He turned on everything but Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. In a way, that's his vehicle though. Like Ghostbusters, he was like the ensemble extra piece on there. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids is total Moranis. Yeah.
It'd be Rod Cooler if he fucking came on and said, "There's a rat in the beer, eh?" So cool.
I just want to see him return as Darth Helmet in Spaceballs 2: The Quest for More Money.
That's what I want to see.
I would love that. Yeah.
Yep. I want to see that more. There was rumors for a while that they were going to do an adult style cartoon like Family Guy, but that fell through, right? Obviously it never happened.
No, it hasn't. Like you said, because his wife died of cancer, so he stayed home to take care of his kids, and he just kind of disappeared. It was never.
I didn't know that part. I thought he just did it just to be.
No, yeah, she was dying of cancer.
No, yeah.
Even more respect for him.
Yeah, you're not even drunk and going, no, yeah.
But
that's rough. Well, it's still cool. It's very cool.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? I still don't respect it. If his wife had a cancer, he should have worked and donated that money to cancer research.
There you go.
Still on the hook. Still on the hook, Moranis. Sorry, I'm not letting you go on this one. I'm planting my flag.
Hey, you got to take a stand somewhere.
I'm taking my stand on Moranis.
So, have you guys seen Parasite?
I have, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a pretty crazy movie.
Asshole in our group chat that was going to give out his voodoo so that we could watch it, but he mysteriously didn't see my message. All right, keep going.
Yeah, Matt and I had a long chat about that bad boy a couple weeks ago.
It's a crazy movie.
You guys got
And
the link.
if there's a TV series coming, I don't know what I think about that.
Yeah, Mark Ruffalo is set to be a part of the Parasite HBO series that's going to come out.
I don't understand where you would go based on the movie without spoiling it. I don't understand where you would. There's nothing more I really want to see. There's nothing more I really want to see. I mean, the only spoiler is everything is kind of wrapped up, and all the most interesting tension points are are taken care of, unless it's just the theme, unless they're just rolling off the theme in Parasite and turning that into like we're just that idea. I mean, if Mark Ruffalo's in it, then it's maybe not going to be in Korea.
No, yeah.
Parasite.
I hope.
Yeah.
I think that's what they're gonna do. Is they're just gonna run with the theme of the movie, and you're gonna see different situations. Kind of more like
The theme.
more like
28 days later, 28
Or-
weeks later.
or I'm thinking of Black Mirror, kind of like that, where
Okay.
you see different.
Yeah.
Each episode is like a different situation or something, or season or whatever they do. But
No, yeah.
Mark Ruffalo is an interesting cast for that right off the bat.
He's a good actor.
He is a good actor. Oh shit, my monocle fell out.
What? The fuck are you talking about? Nothing happened.
Okay.
Birds of Prey, Batman, Robert Pattinson. I'm all in.
Me too.
That seeing that fucking suit in this fucking Batman emblem is have a fucking gun. I think they're gonna fucking kill it.
All in, baby. Hell yeah.
I hope everybody's seeing that. We should just play it. We're not gonna get a copyright strike. They're not saying shit. Let's play it.
The camera test or what?
Yeah. It's like
Okay.
it's like what, like 15 or 18 seconds?
The symbol almost looks like he's gonna be able to remove it and throw it and put it back.
Exactly.
He's not gonna. Oh, that's Superman's thing to throw a gun. Fuck that. He ain't throwing it.
What are you talking about throwing a gun? I said throw a symbol.
His symbol's
A
made out of
batarang,
a gun.
baby.
It's made out of a gun? I didn't notice that.
You didn't
Yeah,
notice that?
No.
Because they're thinking it's
It's
Joe Cool's gun. That's the theory behind it right now.
Oh yeah, I didn't. Damn it! I didn't notice that was made out of a gun.
There you go. It's if you can see it, I put it up.
There, Kyle's got it.
Fuck yeah, I do.
Pretty dope.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
pr-
I,
I didn't-
never
I
noticed
didn't
it was made
notice
out
that
of a gun.
either.
That is dope.
That's- Yeah.
Oh,
See,
here's the,
already just in the previews, there's already some new element that we've never seen in the Batman lore,
Which is
right there, which is interesting. Yeah.
The only part that worries me is the way the cowl looks.
I don't think it looks that bad.
You can't really tell. That's fucking badass.
Right? Fuck yeah. Can you maximize it? Back it up a little bit.
It looks
Yeah.
very Daredevil-y right there, and I see where everyone's making that comparison.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean by that. Yeah, like
Like
he
his-
made it.
Yeah, his profile is a lot edgier and a lot more sharp than
It looks
previous
more-
Batmans.
It looks more like something a real person could get.
Yeah, I never noticed that was a gun. That's dope.
Dude,
Hey, do you guys ever do cosplay on this podcast? Because I think that everyone one time should dress up in Batman cowls and see who has the best Batman profile.
you know what we should do? We should all dress up as a different Batman character one time.
There you go.
In full body paint.
It'd be fun.
Dude,
Oh, that's a
you know
better
what?
idea. You
Right,
nailed it.
Brian.
Full body paint. That would be awesome.
Good idea.
Although, have you ever tried to scrub that stuff off? It is
Tough.
unpleasant. Yeah. You have to get that special kind of there's like a solvent.
And
Yeah.
I'm really stoked for the other actors now that I've seen that. I'm like super stoked for Catwoman.
Well, did you watch the new episode of Hot Ones with Zoe Kravitz?
No.
She tells Chris Evans that she's already tried on the Catwoman suit and that it's awesome.
Oh my god.
So-
I think she's gonna fucking kill it.
Yeah, she's good.
Because he asks her like what's the worst fandom that you've had to deal with, and she automatically said Batman fans.
All right, this is gonna be the first time I'm gonna fucking disagree with Chad. Solo Wookiee. I think he's gonna surprise you, man. At first I was super hesitant on fucking the vampire playing Batman. But after seeing that, it actually made me excited.
Well, here's all you have to do. Go watch his recent movies, and it'll take all that out of your mind. That dude is a badass actor.
Well,
Dude,
that's one of the points he just made. He said that Pattinson can't act, and he's a
So
fantastic actor.
On Matt's, he was talking about the Elephants for Water thing. So I actually, that weekend, I watched that movie. I watched it twice.
One time for the elephants, the next time for the water. I know it's hard to keep them in. Yeah.
But like I made fun of Matt about that, and I watched it, and then I fucking watched it again because I was like, "This is a good fucking movie." So,
dude, that movie, The King, was fucking sick, and he did a really good job in that. He blew me, like he was really good in that. I'm trying to remember what's the name of that movie with him and Guy Pearce.
He just did a really good movie with
Gary Oldman, or I mean not Gary Oldman.
Harry Potter.
No, the dude who played Green Goblin in the
Yeah.
Sam Raimi.
Yeah. Lighthouse, right?
Yeah, Lighthouse, and then Good Time is another good movie. He's done a lot of
Good Time's a great one.
stuff.
Yeah.
The Rover. That's what it's called. The Rover. The Rover is a good fucking movie, man.
Like I always thought he was a bad actor because I only had seen him pretty much in like Twilight, and like he wasn't a very good actor in Harry Potter either. Like,
the one movie or two movies he was in.
And I mean it's a total of 4 movies, but
He
I don't
wasn't
know.
in all of them though. Willem Dafoe, thank you, Tim.
Willem Dafoe, yeah.
all of the vampire movies he was.
Oh no, I thought you were talking about Harry Potter's.
No, he died in the one Harry Potter movie he was in.
Yeah,
But it was, I have to agree. I think he's actually a pretty good actor.
All right, so now I gotta make fun of myself for a second here. Let's go ahead and play this.
Oh, let's do it.
There you go, gentlemen.
You a bear?
To bring up DT again, DT and J will flood me with so many bands that.
Wait a minute, you used to be part of that.
I know.
This is
but
let me explain. Him, DT, and our friend Jay in high school.
Bass player Jay?
Yeah,
Yeah,
into my probably into my early 30s. They wanted to be the first person to discover a band, to be that guy that was cool in the group. They're like, oh, I'm the one that discovered it. Blah, blah, blah. So what they would do is send me 20 bands a day each, and like 1 out of every 1,000 would hit, and then they'd be like, I discovered them. And it was like, come on, dude, you really like this band? None of those bands they listen to anymore. You know what I mean? You know it. They just wanted that cred from the crew to say they discovered them and shit first.
Well, DT, I think it's awesome. I do.
No,
That's an appreciation. I know.
I'm not dissing.
But you're right.
yes, you are. It's fucking A, you are. Yeah, you are.
It's called
You're
now
dissing him, dude. You're dissing him, bro. You're fucking dissing him.
A lot of it sucks.
Yeah.
You sent me a band and it had Bear in it. Does that ring a bell? Like the name Bear?
Well, no,
There's-
him and with like our bears when they like.
Maybe that was it.
Brian's a bear.
I don't even know what I just said for that. Oh my god.
What was in that joint, dude?
Oh,
shit.
It looks like Brian's getting a pedicure in that podcast. Like he's like leaned back and he's like, "No, I can't. I'm giggling." Oh,
Dude, I was ripped. Matt, you are 100% correct, sir. But the worst part about that is, so Keith lives in it still weirds me out. Like I tell Keith this all the time whenever I go down there. I'm like, it's so weird that there's like a district for gays. You know what I mean? Like there's just this area. Yeah, there's just this area where it's just a bunch of gay people like that live at. You know what I mean? Like that's just so weird. He lives right in the middle of it,
Yes,
right?
he does.
And so it's weird going down there because you're always dealing with like I'm okay with my sexuality, but I'm always kind of dealing with, yeah, I look like what I'm a fucking. That's exactly what people think of when they see me down there in the gay district. He's a fucking bear.
No, they just go, look at that fucking straight guy.
No. But anyways, dude.
Oh, hey, look at that.
That's a Brian Humblebrag. Yeah, so I'll go down the gay district, but I don't mind because I'm so straight. People just tell. People just know. People just know. Like they don't. I love going there because they don't nothing. I just like go there and like that dude is so fucking straight. Like there's no even.
There's people just fucking with my food and shit. Like eating my food and shit.
My straight dar is off the fucking chain in the gay district.
Some guy just walks up out of nowhere and eats your loaf of bread. Just takes your bread out of your hand. You walk in with your Wendy's ready to record podcasts and they steal your buns.
They don't, because they walk up and they go, that's a straight man. And they just turn around and they just continue on their day.
No, they don't. I think they walk up to him and they're like, rawr, and then they keep on going down the street.
Hey, bear.
Yeah.
Hey, bear. Pop
So-
bear. Come to me.
Did we talk about last week about all about books and comics closing?
Yes.
So that's another thing. I was down at when I was down there at Keith's this week. He lives right there by All About Books and Comics, and it was kind of weird, man, driving by there and thinking that place is gonna be gone. The place is gonna be gone, man.
You stop in and take part in some killer deals.
No, but I'm going to. I gotta stop in. I want to try and get him on the show, man. We should get him on the show. Have him come on.
Totally ask him.
Yeah, you should, man. Why not?
This is the last Absolute Geek podcast, though. So
Yeah, Travis already.
yeah,
He already established
maybe in 5 years when we all need a little more cash, we can get back together because this is lucrative business. Hey, guys, little secret: podcasting lucrative.
Nobody else is doing it. Yeah, nobody else is doing it. It's It's a very
It's like-
rare commodity.
It's the new Bitcoin.
Yeah.
It really is.
There's so much
You
money.
think I can afford that that monster on a teacher salary? Hell no. That's all podcasting cash, baby.
That's right.
You're fucking sabering bottles.
Yes, sir.
Shit.
I'm more like saving bottles to return them for money because I'm a podcaster. Are you gonna savor that bottle? Because if you do, can I have it when you're done?
I can get 10 cents for that. 15 if I was in another state.
So, did you guys get anything from the shop this week?
I picked up some books, but I haven't looked at them yet. I
ended up buying Thor 1 and 3, and I already had 2, but now I have to give it to Darren.
I bought these.
Oh, nice.
How fucking badass are those, dude? From these are the figures that we were talking about last
Did you get
week.
them at Walmart or Target or something? Or
Target, man. My new job, right, is going to about 10 different Targets and Walmarts every fucking day. So I walk into these Walmarts and Targets looking for, cards and shit to resell. And I have to go down the toy aisles all the time. So I started seeing the McFarlane figures in the toy aisles, and but they were every figure but these two. You know what I mean? Like, because these were the two I was looking for, and I never saw them.
And they have Nightwing, right?
I don't know if they have Nightwing. I can't remember. I'm sure he's coming, but they have a Harley Quinn. I know Tim. I think Tim bought the Harley Quinn.
He got the Harley Quinn and the Joker Who Laughs.
Okay. Yes, I haven't seen the Joker Who Laughs yet either. Fuck. Yeah, that's a badass one, man. I need to find that one. Shit. So, anyways, yeah. So I bought them. I'm gonna throw them up on eBay and see if I can make $20 off them. You know what I mean?
Right.
I couldn't find them at any of the other ones. Like they seem to be the ones that most people are buying. That and that Batman Who Laughs.
You need to start buying storage lockers so that you maybe can get some comics like Chuck did.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
The only book I bought this week is I bought the J. Scott Campbell variant for the Gwen Stacy book that came out this week.
I got that too. I got that, and then I got the new Batman from last week because I was 2 weeks behind. All I say is I don't know. Tinian is fucking killing it on Batman, dude. I am like it's. The last 2 issues I've read, the last 3 issues I've read, I'm so bummed when I'm done reading it.
Yeah, that there's not another issue.
Because I'm so glued to it. Like, I don't know. I just love his writing. There's just something about his writing that has always, like, sucked me in. Like, for years, how many years now have I been going on about how much I like Tinian's
How
writing?
many years have you been talking about sucking his dick? Very many years.
At
A
least
long
4.
time. And you've actually tried it a couple times
And he-
on
and he-
air.
Right? And I tried last time he was here, and he pushed my head away, so sorry about your luck.
I mean, that new character Punchline, there's a lot of buzz on.
Oh shit!
on
I
her
forgot
'cause
about that.
That is already in a second print.
That
Have you
and
guys seen the
Year of the
art
Villains
journal?
book too.
Have you seen the art germ variant for that?
Yes.
Pretty badass. So also I got these. Sent these from shout out to comicbookinvest.com. They sent me these. They showed up in the mail.
Ooh.
Pretty badass.
Shattered variants?
Yeah, and then this.
I like those shattered variants.
And
That's
then,
cool.
yeah, and this is really badass.
For everybody that's listening on Monday, it's Silver Surfer, The Plot, and Venom.
Yeah. The Venom, this is probably the only shattered variant I think I like.
I just haven't, like, they've been doing like the Spider-Man 300. I just didn't like the shattered variant. There's just something about him. It just doesn't appeal to me.
Tim says yes, Nightwing and Batgirl are also out.
Thank you, Tim.
I haven't seen them yet either. I've only seen like the Green Arrow, Batman, Superman, and John Stewart. So
Stand up, Matt.
No,
Stand up.
not standing up.
Why not?
That's, I don't want to.
Why?
Because why should I?
What new shirt you have on?
I don't have on a shirt.
Yeah, you do. It's a pretty cool looking shirt.
Yeah.
Why won't you stand up?
Because that's as far as the paint goes.
you couldn't find any more. You couldn't buy any. How much was the body paint?
$7 a bottle.
Dude, okay. Now that we open this up, like a minute ago, I've been avoiding looking the whole time because I was going to crack up. And then when you guys were talking about something I didn't know anything about, I'm like, let me stroll my eyes upward here, and I. Just the deadpan look on his face was just—I'm just sitting there and was like, "Oh my god!"
I had to hide it for the first half too.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
hard. So unfortunately, man, I messaged everybody and says, "Act like he's not dressed up."
I figured.
It looks like you took like an Oscar Mayer wiener, like for the hot dog, like nose. I thought he took a little hot dog and put something through it, and then put like a little mask behind it.
Get a little bit closer to your.
Yeah. Well done, sir.
So when I bought the nose, I thought it had a string around it, and it doesn't. It's like adhesive tape that you pull off.
Oh,
Let's see the boobies.
yeah.
Let's see the boobies.
I'm not showing you my man boobies.
Let's see the man boobs.
Nope.
Let's see those cobble tits.
No.
Come on.
Nope.
Let's see some penguin boobs.
I'm really surprised you
Yeah.
actually did it. I was 100% like, there's no way.
I was too.
You were gonna be Shirk forever, bro. So
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm very, very, very happy you pulled it off.
So I thought what you were gonna say was they delivered it to the wrong house. I don't know what happened.
No.
Brilliant. Like not only is it funny and like you upheld your end of it, but it looks pretty fucking good. Like it looks like some time and effort went into this bad boy. I like it.
Yeah.
And I think what we've learned after this, I'd say keep the monocle. I mean, just in your everyday
Every
life.
episode, yep.
Yeah.
You can, I mean, next you can have the monocle and you can tie a girl up and you can lay her on the train tracks.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You'll never get out of here alive, see? Ah.
In case I'd ever need to burn through some ropes.
Yeah, you almost pulled two of them off with one because it looks like you got that 12-inch dick on your face, dude.
I'll sit here with some body paint versus having a big black dildo on my forehead any day.
I had
So
it picked out too.
You don't have a big white one on your nose, though.
It was in my cart. It was a 16-inch dildo, big, huge black cock with a big suction cup on the end, so I could have.
what was it called? The pulverizer?
Yes, it was called the pulverizer. It was $38 on Amazon, and I was gonna next day ship that here. I was like, fuck, I cannot. And I just thought it would be awesome as he's talking. It's like flapping, and he moves, and like, I don't know, it's just something about it.
I didn't think it would stay, dude.
Dude, you just lick it.
Suction cup, that'd be hard.
Yeah. Stick it.
A little bit of super glue on that bitch.
When he takes it off, there's this big suction cup ring on his head. What happened? Did you run into a door? It was the pulverizer. I'm sorry. You're supposed to do a video conference today for work.
Stuck on your super glue forehead. You gotta go to work with this big cock.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, brilliant.
Stand up.
No.
So, you guys want me to
camera a little bit? Can you do that?
Let me do this. Hold on. You guys want me to go over the hot 10 real quick?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
No hot 10 theme song? Hot 10.
Hot 10.
Hot 10.
Hot 10.
Hot 10. Hot 10.
All right, there you go.
All right. So we're just gonna go one down. So all right, number one this week is the Marvel Tales Wolverine #1 in Hook Lee 1 in 50 Virgin variant. Just getting prices of 150 plus for Raws just after release. Badass cover though, so it's obvious why. Old school Wolverine variant.
Love that cover. I love that cover so much. And it's an homage, but it's done in a little bit interesting way. Yeah, so I love that.
Beautiful, man. It's beautiful. Number two, this is a badass cover that if I would have seen this going through books, I would have picked it up just because it's so badass. And it's Legion of Monsters 2011. Legion of Monsters #1, and it's a badass fucking Morbius cover. I'm not that looks like Scotty Young, but maybe not. I don't know. It's kind of Scotty Young-ish. I'm not sure who that is. Maybe Doe. I don't know. I don't know if that's a cover artist, but it says Jared Leto was reading a trade paperback of this series and posted a pic on IG stating "quote unquote" research that pushed this book from dollar bins to 20 plus raw. It's pretty cool. And then this is a badass cover too. This is another cover, 2011, that I'd probably grab if I saw it. This is Ghost Rider #1 from 2011, a badass cover with rumors of a female Ghost Rider in Doctor Strange 2. It caused this $10 book to spike to 30 plus, and this is the 1 in 25 Lozzie variant, and it's pushing 200 plus. So there's also a Neil Adams variant that it's a ghost.
I love Neil Adams.
Yeah, and it's probably one of Neil Adams' best. It's his best cover in the last 20 years. If you get a chance, look that up, Matt, and maybe show it after this because it's beautiful. It's for Ghost Rider #1 Neil Adams variant. This is the Cupid one, which is just badass. So, anyways, number 4, Justice Society of America, the #1 from 2006, the Alex Ross variant, or their cover. It's not a variant, it's just the cover. But I guess first appearance of Cyclone is in this, and it's Red Tornado's granddaughter. And there was a report that she'll appear in the Black Adam movie, and it's pushed this book to $15 plus for Raws. So that's kind of cool. Scotty Young Venom variant for Venom #23.
I almost bought that when it first came out because it's been out for a month or so now, right?
Yeah, it's cool looking. I mean, it's a cool looking cover just because he puts in kind of breaks the fourth wall and whatever. But
there's very few Scotty Young covers that I like. It's the Venom cover,
the Morbius one where he's drinking the Morbius one where he's drinking the baby bottle of blood,
and this one.
Yeah. All right, so this is a $15 to $20 book. Scotty Young, that's the main reason. Miss Marvel number 12 from 2016, featuring the first appearance of Red Dagger, and there's rumors about this character that have turned this book from cover price to $15 to $20 raw. So I guess I don't know who Red Dagger is, but I guess maybe some new character that's coming in the comics. This is Darth Vader number 1, the Mike Del Mundo 1 in 100 variant. I don't know. It kind of looks kind of weird with that saber and being put somewhere that.
What's wrong with the saber?
Why? What happened there? Why is it?
He didn't give a champagne bottle with it.
I don't know how that cover got through quality, right?
Yeah, it's kind of.
Yeah, it kind of looks like he's putting a fucking lightsaber up Anakin's butt.
Yeah, it does.
It's kind of come out of the chest, into the anus, out of the chest.
Yeah. So
say
number 8. This is that Power Rangers one, Matt, that you talked about when it first showed up on the list, like 3 lists ago, I think. So this is kind of cool. That Shredder second print Shredder where he's holding the Power Ranger helmet. Pretty badass. So it's $60 to $70 now. So
is it really?
Yeah, raw.
You got that, Matt, didn't you? It's a second print.
Not that one, no.
The
Green Ranger and White Ranger are like the most popular, so their covers are always mad expensive. Even with when they did the original run of those for the Power Rangers, the Higgins Power Rangers, green and white were ridiculous when they came out.
So this is number.
I love this cover. It looks like the cover of like a 1980s Outsiders. Like no, looks like Pony Boys becoming a Jedi.
So a 9.8 of this sold a couple of weeks ago for a record of $250. $100 higher than the previous high, and there was just a recent sale of $275. So this is first Thrawn and Mara Jade. So $40 for a raw copy is what this is going for now. There's also a very rare newsstand version of this, and there's also a very rare action figure variant of this. So be on the lookout for those. Number 10, this is Undone by Blood or The Shadow of a Wanted Man. Number 1, the Andrew Robinson 1 in 15 variant. It's a pretty cool cover. I don't know, several $20 sales this week. So I don't know why it's.
What's the buzz? Oh no, you don't know the buzz on it.
It's the Ben, the writer of the Hot 10, said this one hits bottom of the list in a fairly slow week. Everyone is already spending their money on next week's releases. Several $20 sales of this of release. It's been a while since Aftershock has appeared on the Hot 10. So I guess it's just a new book and people are specking on the story maybe. And then the honorable mentions this week are Machine Man number 2, which has the first appearance of Iron Man 2020. And that's a cool book, man.
Yeah, the cover of that is so like 1992, like X-Men cover. Like it reminds me of like the Weapon X like wires coming out of there and stuff like that. The colors, the color palette.
Mid 80s cover.
Yeah.
It
is mid 80s, isn't it? No, 84. Yeah. So, and then of course the Golden Age honorable mention is Brick Bradford. This is a famous robot cover.
God, I love those old covers.
Yeah, man. So, in this one, he says the colors really pop on this one. It's a Schomburg cover, which is even more amazing. If you find one of these, the yellow background, the red dress in 2014 and 8.5 sold for $800, and 8.5 sold this week for $3,600.
It's got to be hard to find a good version of that with that yellow still. So
and the red.
Yeah, it's got to be hard.
And the weird coincidence is that Kyle was looking for a dildo that was called Prick Bradford to put on Matt's head, and I think it just comes full circle here. Yeah.
Does it come like with a special gun too?
It comes with a very special gun.
It comes with rubbers and rubber cement.
It is a gun. It is a gun. Oh.
Yes. Yeah, the gun comes.
Yes. So yeah, that's the Hot 10 this week.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to tell you, Brian. I mean, you mentioned it. So on the last time we were here, when Josh got really drunk, we were talking about Green Lantern, and I said, I'm not a big Green Lantern fan. You talked about titles read. I read through the Rebirth, and you're right. It does make you appreciate the character much more.
Yeah, I fucking love that.
Al Jordan.
Jeff Johns wrote it, right? When Rebirth started, Jeff Johns was writing Green Lantern.
Yep, that is Jeff Johns' story. I love that redemption story, man. I love the whole Spectre thing before it. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you read it, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I would say the Spectre part of it was probably my least favorite, but I like how Hal Jordan, I never really felt like he had like a defined personality, and I felt like the Rebirth kind of gave him something that separates him from some of the other characters in there. Yeah.
I love his relationship with Oliver too. That's one of my favorite parts about Green Lantern. So, because I kind of grew up loving the Neil Adams, Denny O'Neil Green Lantern, Green Arrow series, and when they did the Rebirth, and it was about Oliver trying to help him, and then that scene where Oliver has to use the ring in Rebirth was fucking badass. So it was it's a very cool story. So I'm glad you read it. Cool.
Yep.
Should get into the Sinestro War stuff after that.
One step at a time, Brian. One step at a time.
Baby steps, right?
Baby steps.
You can only do so much.
Oh my god. All right, so one of the coolest stories that came out this week for me is this story about these radio signals that we're getting from some crazy fucking universe, planet, place out in the middle of fucking nowhere, sending us radio bursts every, 16 hours or something like that?
Days.
Every 16 days.
What it does is it bursts for a few hours, and then on the 16th day, it'll burst for anywhere from like a half hour to 4 hours, and then the cycle starts again.
Yes.
You know what it sounds like? It sounds like this. Fuck you, Brian. Brian. So it goes bloop 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 bloop. Fuck you, Brian.
It's pretty cool though, man. That's pretty fucking cool.
Because I heard it sounded like this.
I've actually learned how to saber off fucking bottles of champagne, so I plan on bringing out the saber.
We sent that one out, and it got sent all the way back around.
Yeah.
It took 16 days.
I heard the short bursts was...
Because he's a busy guy, because he's fucking busy.
That's the short bursts.
That's when it only comes in for like 30 minutes.
Yep.
I mean, that is cool, though. Fucking something that's fucking like 156 million light years away. Like, that's just crazy that there's whatever it is. Like, it's like it's not like, I don't even know what kind of noise. They didn't even say what kind of noise it is.
I don't even think it's a noise. I think it's just a some type of frequency burst. You know what I mean? It's
like a Morse code, kind of like they're thinking it has like some
the alien
communication.
Probably is stupid to know.
It's a signal that we probably can't even hear. You know what I mean? It says, let's see here.
Fart.
Mysterious radio signals from space have been known to repeat, but for the first time, researchers have noticed a pattern in a series of bursts coming from a single source 500 million light years away. 500 million light years. That's kind of crazy. Oh, another fucking crazy thing is if you guys, what was like the first thing that you were taught to like notice that for a star constellation? Do you remember?
Big Dipper.
Big Dipper.
Yeah.
Okay, so Big Dipper, and isn't the Big Dipper part of Orion?
No.
I think one of them's part of Orion, right? Anyways, so what I'm getting at, yeah. So what I'm getting at is one of the stars in Orion, the shoulder star, is that star. I think it's called Betelgeuse, is what it's called. Well, they're thinking that it's getting ready to fucking explode.
It probably already did about fucking
10 minutes ago.
Years ago. It just hasn't caught up to us yet. All of a sudden, we're gonna be like, "What the fuck is that?"
Fuck. Yeah, so that shit is it's dimming out. So if you watch it, it'll dim out and then it'll get brighter and it'll dim out and get brighter. So they're thinking that shit's gonna explode. So that would be kind of crazy.
I thought the way it was the stars that we're looking at. It's that light is finally getting to us, and it's old as fuck.
Yeah, it is.
So whatever happened has happened.
It could have. I don't know. I don't know. That one.
We've already seen it explode, and it's fucking done.
I thought all the stars in the sky were ancient kings that came before us.
I thought it was just
now
like
I'm
a ship
disappointed.
with holes poked in it.
That's what it is.
Yeah, fucking A, that's what it is.
Originally I thought those were all.
I appreciate that, Matt. I thought it was good.
Suns. I thought they were actually like giant sun stars, and that's why we got to see them because they're bright.
Well, that Beetlejuice one is something special. There's something special.
Hey, man.
about that one.
Don't fucking say it again, Brian.
Yeah, I know. You're walking a fine line. Kyle's about to jump in some Beetlejuice cosplay.
But I'm not going to say I'm going to paint it on me.
You live and you learn. Then you get loves.
Fucking nose. Go like this.
So yeah, it says, will the giant star Beetlejuice explode? Yeah. Massive dimming star. So that would be interesting.
It'd be cool if it turned into another black hole.
Massive Dimming Star sounds so much like a Bowie album.
Isn't
Massive Dimming Star.
Is there supposed to be a Beetlejuice #2 that they're going to be filming soon?
That's 3. That's 3.
Yep. Shit. Hey, man. he's got that hot Broadway musical.
That scene
supposed to
where
be pretty good.
Where he's at the waiting room is one of the best fucking scenes in any movie, dude.
Where he switches the fucking things.
Yeah.
The numbers.
Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? What's going on?
There's supposed to be a massive meteor that flies past the Earth tomorrow too.
Oh fuck. We're done.
Dude, I want to be part of the team that shoots off, fucking uses the moon's gravitation to whip around to get behind one of those, drill into it, and put a nuclear bomb in it. I nominate myself to help do that. Just putting that out there.
I think you could do it, dude.
Me and Bruce Willis will kick ass doing it.
Well, I mean, you're already nailing Liv Tyler, so you might as well just take Ben Affleck's spot in that movie.
Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot I nailed her. Fuck times, dude.
Very forgettable. Very forgettable way.
It was. It was even on the beach, and Steven Tyler was singing to us, and I still forgot about it.
Serenading you.
Yes.
It's gonna sound really corny, but it's Valentine's Day. I was rewatching That Thing You Do last night, which I hadn't seen since I don't know, maybe it came out.
Ever.
And she has a really I'm not even gonna say. I realize I'm going down this thing. I'm like, this is a really cheesy line that I love. I love when at the end of it, you know, the guy's breaking up with her, and she has this line. She goes, "Damn you, I've wasted 1,000 kisses on you, kisses that I thought meant something because you were special and creative. But I just realized you were saving." And I was just like, I'm sitting there. I'm like, I don't know if it's because I'm alone on Valentine's Day drinking in my living room, but I'm feeling this speech. And then I put my pants back on.
I threw away the tissues. I put my pants back on.
And while I was doing that, I came with a Valentine's Day game for the podcast today, about a Valentine's Day theme for the podcast today. So you let me know when you're ready, and I'll hit you with it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the special Valentine's Day episode of Absolute Geek Podcast. My name is Travis Ratz, and I'll be hosting a game I like to call Sidekick Fuck Valentine. Now, those of you might recognize this game as the familiar Marry, Fuck, Kill, but we've done a slight twist for this special Valentine's Day episode. So... So everyone's played Marry, Fuck, Kill before, correct?
It fell off.
I wish I was an Oscar Mayer wiener. Everyone's played Marry, Fuck, Kill, correct?
Yeah.
I had a bun. I had a bun for it until someone stole it.
Nice. These are the categories. So I'm going to give you 3 nerdy people to choose from. You have to decide whether you'd rather them be your sidekick to help you fight villains and evil in the world, whether you'd want to fuck them, the one you want to fuck the most, and then actually, maybe this doesn't work. And then Valentine is like start a relationship with. So you have sidekick, fight evil with, fuck, or start a relationship with, right?
Okay.
All right. First one I call the Hanna-Barbera. All right. Here are your 3 choices. All right. In round 1, the Hanna-Barbera round. In this round, I'm going to give you 3 Hanna-Barbera women, and you have to decide which one you will sidekick, which one you will fuck, and which one you will Valentine. Here are your 3 choices, gentlemen. Betty Rubble, Joan Jetson, Daphne Blake from Scooby-Doo.
Okay.
Again, your choices are psychic, fuck, and Valentine.
Daphne is my sidekick. Judy, I'm gonna fuck, and Betty is my Valentine.
All right, because we got 2 Hanna-Barbera moms in there, and you chose a mom to fuck in there, Kyle. Now, all right. So you said which one you're gonna fuck, Betty?
No, Betty's my Valentine.
Why do you go why do you Valentine Betty over Judy? Joan.
There's just something about Betty Rubble.
I think Betty Rubble's more the fucking sidekick, right?
No way, Daphne is because she's smart.
What?
To help you figure shit out.
True. I think,
and she's a lesbian.
Joan is the Valentine because she's rich, right? She's got money.
I think Betty Rubble is the Valentine. You fuck Daphne because she's a redhead and she looks like she's into some crazy shit. I mean,
so is Joan. Joan's a redhead.
Jinkies, and I think Joan is the sidekick.
I go Joan as sidekick, but she seems like she's got her shit together. She seems like kind of like the power couple, like the woman behind the guy, like the, if I'm going to Jeff Bezos it, I'm going to need like some power woman behind me who's not afraid to tell it like it is. And fucking Betty.
Dude, there's something sexy about Betty.
I know Betty's got something going on. She's really underplays it. I'm going to fuck Betty. Guys, I'm fucking Betty.
You fuck Betty.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to be Eskimo bros with Barney Rubble. Yeah,
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, that's a good point. He's sticking it in weird places.
And he's just
I don't want to pay for. I don't want to be the stepdad that has to pay for all the therapy and speech therapy Bam Bam needs to say something other than his own fucking name.
You know what? He's a laid back motherfucker. He just gets stoned. He chills out. He goes with the flow. He doesn't want no fucking trouble. And I guarantee he's in the closet watching, so it's all good.
Erica says, when I think of Betty Rubble, I think Rosie O'Donnell.
Oh God!
Come to my fuck, Erica, you ruined it for me.
Yeah, come on, man. I was almost there.
I'm creating a fucking separate category, and I'm just killing her.
Mm. All right, category number 2.
Well, Brian didn't. What would you do, Brian?
Oh yeah, Brian.
Didn't I already say? I said
you?
fuck Daphne. I'd said Valentine Joan because she's rich, and I'd say sidekick Betty Rubble.
Joan Jetson? Is that who?
I said, isn't that who it was? Who'd you say?
Joan Jetson.
Isn't
Joan
it Jane?
Jetson.
Isn't
Not
it
the daughter.
Jane Jetson? Jane?
No, Joan.
Oh, it's Jane.
No,
Is
you're
it
thinking
Jane or
of
Joan?
Joan Jett.
Joan Jett. I'm thinking of Joan Jett.
Okay. Yeah, Jane.
I thought you were talking.
She's the Valentine. She's the one you want to be with, in my opinion, right away. Because first thing I'm looking for is money. I'm looking for the easy way. I want somebody I can ride that shit out with.
She seems like she has a lot of expectations. She's always getting on George. There's just hassling his ass. He's working for the man. He comes home and it's always like, George, what have you done for me lately?
Okay, so hold on. You're talking about George's wife then?
Yeah. I'm not talking about their daughter. I'm not talking about their daughter.
Okay.
And I was wrong too because I was confusing Velma.
Is it Jane, his
it's
wife?
Jane, his wife.
How can you
Yeah.
confuse
Joan.
Velma with Daphne? How does that happen? Daphne's like every kid's first crush back then, bro. You know who that is, dude.
No, I like Velma because I think
I totally thought Velma. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna redo this.
Velma's hiding. She's hiding some mountains under that orange sweater.
I remember, this is gonna sound funny. I'll leave this. This will be my last bit before I take off for a little bit. My very first nightmare that I remember having as a kid was I was in Scooby-Doo land, but they were vampires and they were coming after me. Right? How crazy is that? I remember it so fucking clear, dude. I must have been like,
I like how you call it Scooby-Doo Land.
Yeah, Scooby-Doo Land. So
that sounds like a Scots gone. Scooby-Doo Land. Scooby-Doo Land. Wasn't when you had dreads? Wasn't that the name of your hit single, Kyle? Scooby-Doo Land.
And as I drop my smoke bomb, I'm out.
Oh, doesn't want to stay for the next 2 rounds.
Yeah, I'm in this to win it.
All right. Okay. I think this next one you're gonna like. You're gonna like this next category. So the next category is 90s comic women. All right, for lack of a better term, buxom women.
All right.
All right. So Psychic Fuck Valentine, Witchblade, Lady Death, or Vampira. Psychic Fuck Valentine, Witchblade, Lady Death, Vampira.
I'm going.
Like
Go
Kurt,
ahead.
you would.
Go ahead. You can.
I would say I would. Fuck. That's a hard one. I think I would.
I was gonna danger girl it, but I'm
a little disappointed you didn't put Elvira in there.
Dude, I'm really like. I think Lady Death would be awesome in the sack. I think she'll be a ton of fun. Like you're limping after you leave. Both of you guys, we're both me and Lady Death. We're both limping after we're done.
And you would seem like super tan in comparison. You get that like it would look like a beach bod after that.
It's totally fuck Lady Death. Witchblade will be my.
They're all going to bring a little bit of pain, I think, to a good rogering. I think Lady Death might bring the most.
I think, she'll just be insane in the sack, and it'll be. You don't want to marry her, you don't want to be with her, but it's the one that you never forget.
What? I'm sorry, I forgot what the options. It's fuck.
Psychic
Valentine.
fuck Valentine.
Psychic fuck Valentine. All right. So I'm gonna fuck Lady Death, sidekick Witchblade, and motorboat Vampira. Lock it in. Locking it in.
Yeah.
Honestly, she destroy who, Erica? Not me.
No, Erica's agreeing with you. She said she'd fucking destroy you. She said, "Fuck yeah, you'd be limping."
Oh yeah, dude. I wouldn't know what to do. It'd be raw and insane. I think
that would be pretty brutal. That'd be a lot of. I feel like Vampira would be the same vein, but she'd make it more sensual. Like it's like that sensual vampire sex. You know how they all like try to make it all like sensual at first, but then it's like they come at you with the.
Until she's going down on you and she catches one of those teeth on your schlong, and
Good point.
You're not gonna have a good time anymore.
Bring her out to keep them in. So she knows to keep them in, down, keep them out, up. She's figured it out.
Yeah, but you get her excited, Kyle, and she can't. All of a sudden her.
Yeah, what if you hit that G spot and they're just like chink, and then you're out and in your schlong.
If I mess with the G spot, she's not biting on nothing.
Yeah, you mess with the G spot, you're gonna get teeth in the P spot. You know what I'm saying?
The G spot is a myth. It's a myth.
It is not a myth.
Long ago, in a land far away, there was a legend of a G spot. All right. All right. So, all right. The third and final round. This round is entitled Spider Women. Spider Women.
It's gonna be
some
hard.
weird, wild stuff. All right. Please choose of the following to psychic, fuck, or Valentine. Gwen Stacy,
Ooh.
Mary Jane,
Ooh.
or Felicia Hardy, aka Black Cat?
I'm fucking Mary Jane. I'm sidekicking Black Cat, and I am Valentine and Gwen Stacy.
See, I am fucking Gwen Stacy. I am Valentine and Mary Jane, and Black Cat is my sidekick.
See, I'm fucking Mary Jane.
It's that fiery red hair, man. It's the fiery red hair. It's the same thing about Daphne.
Yeah. I'm Valentining. Oh, Gwen Stacy seems kind of boring. I'm gonna Valentine Black Cat, take me out on a little nice little adventure, and then sign. Well, I guess she could be like Spider Gwen.
You know what? Now that
scenario,
I bet you Black Cat is awesome in the sack.
Dude, I think Gwen Stacy's a little bit of a freak.
I agree with that. I'm on Erica's. I agree with Erica. I'm in her corner.
Fucking Chad.
I've always been a Mary Jane man.
You guys are geeks. You could find a G spot if it wasn't a 4-book micro series. I can't see through my wig. But
no, I call it the geek spot, where I whisper old X-Men titles into her ear until she comes. Stupid.
What do you think?
Age of Apocalypse.
That's a good topic.
X Factor.
You should have came up with
right.
more of those.
Yeah,
I didn't know if it was gonna play.
Dude, that's awesome. Dude, I am totally getting a Peter Tingle as well, Tim. Thank you. Yeah, I agree with Erica though, dude. They're all getting waxed.
Yeah,
it's just gonna be one insane foursome, and it's just gonna be one hell of a night with a lot of ecstasy.
There is something about being called Tiger that I really love. That sets me off. Like,
dude, Black Cat's
Tiger
back. Oh man, I'm in it to win it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm already done. That's awesome.
Guile shot his webs across the room.
I'll be right back. No.
This is Black Cat stigmata. He's just like, ugh.
Oh, dude, it would be the greatest.
Yeah, I wish I had more of those.
Weekend at Black
I'm sorry, my bad.
You did good.
Give me a second. I can come up with one.
Dude,
you're on the clock.
Dude, and I'm gonna do it at Mary Jane's house because, like, you know that last panel with the whole photograph conversation. That is pretty sexy. She's like, she's talking about how taken of her.
Chad says, "I think you jarred something loose, Tiger."
Ooh, man, things loose. Good times. That was a good one. The last one was a good one. That was hard to pick.
Okay. I got one coming here. I think it's good. I need
So
one
does
more.
Kyle.
I need okay. Okay, I need a third one. Help me out with the third one. But this is a sidekick fuck Valentine 80s action women. So you can either do Ripley from Aliens.
Okay, so we got
That's her hottest, right? Ripley from Aliens. No, it's got to be the character.
Character. Ripley.
Sarah Connor from Terminator 2. I guess it's not 80s. Ripley from Aliens. Sarah Connor from Terminator 2. And I'm thinking, give me a third one. Tough ass action women. Classic tough ass action women. Chime in the chats. Okay.
Ninja
April O'Neil. Ooh, good one. Okay, done. That actually made it a lot harder for me.
Easy one for me.
All right, go for it.
I'm fucking April. I'm Valentining Ripley, and yeah, that's it. Sidekicking, the other one.
Yeah. No, exactly. That's exactly mine too. Yeah, I'm gonna fuck.
Sidekicking Ripley. Go ahead.
No, maybe not. I'm gonna sidekick Sarah Connor. I'm going. Oh, that's tough. I got to think it out.
I'm taking Ripley. Ripley is my sidekick. April O'Neil is my Valentine, and Sarah Connor is crazy in the sack because she's got a fucking plan, and fucking you is part of the plan that she has to continue through. So it's going to be an insane night because you're going to lie to her, and you could tell her you're going to teach her Kyle Kwando, and so she's going to fuck you so that you teach it to her.
One thing that this game has really revealed is that Kyle likes rough sex and likes being the submissive.
He's a jack of all trades.
Based on his answers, if I was a
master of none.
psychologist, I would be like, you like to lose control, Kyle. In fact, you like to give control up under the sack.
I do.
Perhaps it's because you spend so much time trying to control your everyday life that you just want a few blissful minutes where you can lose control.
Yep, you nailed it. Hell of a psychologist. See, Erica agrees with me. You fuck Sarah Connor because she's crazy. Sack. Kyle Kwando.
I don't know. I would think she'd be like a praying mantis where she'd fuck you and then try to kill you or rip your head off afterwards.
No,
Good point. I agree.
I'm saying she was doing whatever she did. There was intent behind it.
And I don't know if I would want the fucking the pressure of potentially being John Connor's father.
No, that shit's already done because she's just learning after this point. Dude already banged her. It's on. You're just a one night thing so that she can get a couple Kyle Kwando lessons and then she's out. She's on the thing.
Yeah. I like
if you want
to looks like Glenn Danzig.
Holy diver, you come to all the midnight things. Won't you fuck with me? April O'Neil, if you Valentine her, you got to deal with 4 gigantic martial arts trained turtles that all want to fuck her. I mean, you gotta have your jealousy in check if you're gonna Valentine April
Tim
O'Neil.
just hit it. Kyle Kwando from the guy that quit karate for Winnie Cooper. You'd be like Rex Kwando from Napoleon Dynamite. You got those American flag like big baggy gym sweatpants.
You ever take a roundhouse to the side of the face wearing some of these?
Yeah.
What about 80s girls? So you do Phoebe Cates, you do Molly Ringwald, and who should be the third one? Who should be the third one? We got Phoebe Cates. Matt, Phoebe Cates, Molly Ringwald.
I'm trying to think.
Who should
I'm trying to think.
Damn. Can't think of nothing.
I'm trying to think.
Cates. Oh my god. So I would fuck Phoebe Cates. My Valentine would be Molly. No, I would fuck Phoebe Cates. My Valentine would be Phoebe Cates. And my sidekick would be Phoebe Cates. End of story. Okay, we can do Demi Moore.
Elizabeth Shue.
We could do Elizabeth Shue. My answer's still the same, man. It's Phoebe Cates all the way.
Phoebe Cates, huh?
Oh man, when she gets out of the pool in Fat Size of Ridgemont High.
Yeah.
I always wanted to ask her, how many people do you think have jerked off to her? Countless.
A lot. But then again, I would say Molly Ringwald would be my fuck, but I think she would just like belittle you and criticize you.
I think
afterwards she would just be like a giant bitch.
Dead fish.
Yeah.
You think she'd be a dead fish?
I think she's a dead fish.
If this was Mary Fuck Kill, I would kill Molly Ringwald.
I think I would make Molly my sidekick because she's just kind of cool.
Demi Moore though.
Ooh, Demi Moore. I bet she's crazy in the sack.
That's Bruce Willis and Ashton Kutcher.
Ooh, Jennifer Jason Leigh. Yes. Oh, yeah. There's too many. There's just too fucking many. Oh no,
Now we're just talking about 80s
okay, no, I got
movie
one.
stars that we want to bone.
I got one. Shannon Doherty. Spelling.
All right, welcome to 80s movie stars we want to bone.
No, I'm going into the 90s now. We're gonna do 90210.
Oh God.
We're gonna do Tori Spelling. We're gonna do Shannon Doherty, and then the other blonde chick.
The journalist girl. They work for the school paper.
I'm not lesbian.
I'm fucking Shannon Doherty in an very uncomfortable position or uncomfortable place.
Wagon?
Yes, that's right. Tori Spelling is going to be the sidekick, and the other one is going to be the Valentine.
Dude, I bet you Tori Spelling is crazy in the sack.
Maybe, but I just can't get past the fact that she looks like she got hit with a brick.
Dude, I bet she's crazy in the sack.
She looks like someone scared her in a Polaroid, and her face never recovered.
Shannon Doherty would be my Valentine. There's something about Brenda. Brenda?
Tori Spelling looks like someone who wanted to become like a fembot, and so went under all the surgery, but just like it was fucked up, like the bad version, like a Franken fembot.
Fuck Shannon Doherty. Hell yeah, fuck Shannon Doherty.
All the dude, I bet you she's I got it. We'll do Charmed. So we'll do Shannon Doherty again. We'll do Alyssa Milano and Rose McGowan.
This is getting out of hand now. Who's the boss cast members? Tony Danza, the grandmother.
No. The Shannon Doherty, Rose McGowan, and Alyssa Milano. Let's hear it. That's a tough one.
I fuck Alyssa Milano. I Valentine Sharon Doherty, and I sidekick Rose McGowan just because she's fucking nuts now. Absolutely nutto.
I think
Same, but I would fuck Rose McGowan and Valentine Shannon Doherty.
That exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. No, I don't know. Listen, you know what? I think in this scenario, I'll take it back. Shannon Doherty would have to be the fucking sidekick. And hot ass Alyssa Milano would have to be the Valentine. She's just sexy hot.
I only want to fuck Rose McGowan if she has that sweet gun leg from the Rodriguez movie.
Especially how hot she was in fucking Scary Movie. Oh, before she dies from the garbage from the garage door opener.
I forgot she was in Scary Movie.
Oh, she's so hot, and you could tell the set was so cold when they killed her. Oh,
yeah, sweater kittens. Sweater. It was I think it was like a pea green sweater or like a pea yellow sweater. It was one of those. Good times with that as a child.
Okay, I'm done. All right, dude. That was great. I appreciate that, Travis.
You're getting Matt's flippers all worked up.
Oh fuck.
That was a good one. Fuck.
Oh no, I agree, Chad. All three just have to keep their fucking mouth shut. Just play it. That's mean.
Makes for bad podcasting.
Hey, Erica's right. They can all be honest, quiet. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Planet Terror. Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, okay. What's next, Matt? Let's get into Valentine's Day.
Let's do it. What do you got up for Valentine's Day, Kyle?
I don't know theme song for It's not like there's gonna be like
let's go for
my
Valentine's
funny
Day.
Valentine.
Yeah. Right, it is Scream. Sorry, Tim, it is Scream.
Oh yeah, Scary Movie, Scream. It's close enough. They're basically the same damn movie.
Fuck. God damn it. I'm sorry, Rose. Hashtag me too. So,
well, real quick before we get into Valentine's, I just want to get what do you guys think of Kevin Smith basically casting the entire fucking cast of Batman the Animated Series in his new He-Man for
he's
Netflix?
a fucking genius.
Gonna have Kevin Conroy in it, and he's got fucking goddamn Mark Hamill voicing Skeletor.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So
I think it's going to add like this subconscious familiarity that's going to make that show immediately on like some interesting level feel like, oh, this is checking the boxes for me.
I agree.
I'll be right back. I got to get ice.
He's got to get.
Now, if he gets Danny Elfman to do the score for it, though, then I think that's a little bit too on the nose.
It's done. It's done. He's awesome. He wrote all the music for The Simpsons.
Does that have a release date yet?
No. So Lena Headey, who was Cersei in Game of Thrones, is voicing Evil Lynn. Kevin Conroy is doing Merman. Sarah Michelle Gellar is voicing Tila. And
wow, they got some heavy hitters on this, huh?
Vampire Diary and Supergirl alum Chris Wood is voicing He-Man and Prince Adam.
Okay.
So that's all.
I'm not familiar with his voice enough to picture that.
That's all that's been announced so far. But I just thought,
wow,
Kevin Conroy seals the deal.
Do they have an episode count yet as far as how many the first season's gonna have?
Not yet, no.
Okay. No, I'm definitely gonna check that out.
No.
I like a swords and sandal fantasy genre, so I think that'll be good.
I think Kevin Smith takes a huge hold of all of our hearts, Erica. We all love Kevin Smith. At least I do.
Yeah. I'll never speak ill of the man.
Never. I don't know. I think I just hope Mark Hamill comes with a different voice for Skeletor, and you're not getting Joker. Because that seems to be like his only voice he can do is Joker.
Right. Or like a copy of like the Skeletor, like the 1980s Skeletor, right? Taking it a different direction because that's so classic. Yeah, I don't know. He does that high. He does do voices in that high register really well. And I'm not saying that Skeletor can't be in like a high register voice, but I'll be interested to see what he comes up with.
Take that nose off because I can't breathe in it anymore. My time is finished.
Now you look like a My Chemical Romance member.
Well, now I'm now cosplaying a gender bent version of I can't think of her name now, so that falls flat. The fucking sorcerer chick from DC.
Yes, I was just thinking that the Enchantress.
No, not Enchantress. What's her name, Kyle?
Who?
The sorcerer's the magician chick from DC Comics.
Zathura, Zatanna.
Zatanna, yes, thank you. There you go.
Now
I'm now a fat gender bent Zatanna.
Now Valentine's Day is complete. We have seen
Kakusaurus. Well, isn't that something from like the Grinch? Oh, nice.
Yeah, you're singing the Grinch song.
Kakusaurus. Very nice.
Okay. Now the episode is complete.
All right, let's get into some Valentine's Day stuff, Kyle. For all you lovebirds out there.
So why don't you start with the origins? Where the fuck is your nose and monocle?
I took them off.
Put that shit back on.
They're falling off.
I don't give a fuck.
They're falling off.
I don't give a shit.
Why don't we have you start with the origins of Valentine's Day?
I don't want to read shit. I want to make fun of stuff.
I'm not reading all of that. Was it Valentine's Day basically that they beat and massacred and crucified Saint Valentine in the middle of the streets? It's actually
something like that.
It's actually like super brutal. Huh?
I thought it was in Africa it happened.
Maybe.
He went out with a bunch of other like soldiers and he ended up getting murdered.
That could be. Maybe I should just.
How did it go?
No one did the research on this bad boy.
I have a link to an article in the outline.
He does. I just don't feel like reading it.
What a dick! What a fucking dick!
So he can sit there and make fun of me. That's all he wants to do.
No, I want you to read it so we can inform our listeners on the origins.
I can tell you, I don't have. I have a Valentine's Day story.
Do it.
Yeah. Gosh, this was probably I don't know 6-7 years ago. Now, I've never really done Valentine's at this 6-7 years at this point where the story begins. 6-7 years ago, I'd never really done Valentine's. I was neutral on it. Meaning that I was never in a relationship where I'm like, you know what, I've got to do something for this person on Valentine's Day, right? So I was in a 2-year relationship, and Valentine's Day was coming around. I go, you know what, Travis, it's time to step up your Valentine's Day game. You're going to do a Valentine's Day this year. You know, you're going to make it kind of like a special thing, and you're going to put some effort into it. So I invited my girlfriend at the time. I said, hey, it's Valentine's Day. It's in the middle of the week. Why don't you come over? I'll cook dinner and whatnot, like, kind of make it a festive event. And so she gets hold of me. She goes, hey, listen, I can't, Valentine's Day, I have to work. She had a kind of an important job with very strict deadlines on it. And I said, and she says, but I can come over the day before Valentine's Day and we can just kind of do it then. We can kind of celebrate Valentine's Day then.
You mean, dude?
And I said, let me see that again. Let me see your emotion. Very good. And so I said, yeah, okay. Yeah, come over. It'll be perfect. So here was my Valentine's Day plan. And this is where you can tease me. So I'm like, what can I cook? So here's what I decided to make for a Valentine's Day, special Valentine's Day dinner. I decided to do fondue, but not cheese or chocolate fondue, but like literally like skewers of meat in oil fondue.
That's awesome.
Like, yeah. Because I thought like, okay, it's a slow dinner process. I love me some fondue. Right?
I love fondue. I agree with you.
You know what I always say? It makes an event out of a meal.
It does.
It's an ordinary meal. Excitement,
It's slow. It builds conversation. You have to do stuff, and you really have to. It's not quick. It's not something you can just sit there and be silent with.
If this story leads to your mom bringing out your baby book and her accidentally dropping your foreskin in the fondue pot, I'm calling bullshit, because that's the plot of, I've seen that before.
No, I wish it was that cool as that. Now that's way higher expectations. That's a way better punchline to this story. So I mean, I'm busting my ass because I'm not much of a cook, and I'm doing like twice baked potatoes on the side, all this stuff, buying like stuff, really making it nice, really doing this up. So she comes over, and I got everything ready, right? The house smells like cooking oil and all this good stuff, and I got everything on there. And I'm like, man, I am killing this first Valentine's Day celebration. And so, we're having some wine and stuff like that. She turns to me and just kind of lays it on me. She goes, listen, I've been wanting to tell you this, but like, I don't remember exact wording, but she's basically like, this relationship isn't working out. And
jumped on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Damn.
It was dumped the day before Valentine's Day. And you know what happens? I'm sitting there, I'm doing this, and she's giving me the thing. I'm like, oh, in my head, I'm like, oh, I'm being dumped right now. And I don't know if you guys have been dumped or that
means more fondue for you,
or what it does, or not. But like, once I register that what's happening is I'm being dumped, I just like shut down. I'm like, okay, all right, cool. Because I'm trying to get them out as soon as possible, so then I can deal with my own emotions. So
cry.
She's like, okay, it's not gonna work. Yeah, exactly.
Cry in the shower.
And so I'm like, so you have to, like, my first instinct is just like, okay, cool. I mean, if it's not working out for you, it's not working out. And I'm like, and she goes, cool. I feel bad about this. I'm like, it's cool. Hey, but like, I guess this probably isn't gonna work tonight, so you should probably just maybe head out. She heads out, and then I proceed to eat this teary-eyed, bawling my eyes out fondue. I'm just sitting on the floor. I did it around the floor like a low table, so I'm sitting on the floor. Like at this point, I've like stripped my clothes off like a wife beater, crying my eyes out, just eating searing.
He's
like,
naked, eating boiling fondue.
Oil's popping up. I'm like,
That's hot. That's hot.
But like the romantic sounds, like music in the background, wine and boiling oil. Just sitting
The
there,
closest
like,
thing he got to sex that night was hot oil falling in his lap.
Exactly. And what makes it worse is the next day it's school and I'm a teacher, and you don't want to be a teacher on Valentine's Day because the kids go all out. They're buying all that cheap Valentine's Day balloon roadside stand stuffed animal bullshit, and they're coming in here and they get all this stuff and everyone's dressed in pink and red and like, Mr. Rat's happy Valentine's Day. I'm like, fuck you, kids. Go fuck yourself, you know? I'm like, I got 3rd-degree burns from oil. Not the good kind of 3rd-degree burns, the sad oil, the teary oil. You know what happens to a tear when it hits a fondue pot? It pops. It pops.
The tear oil.
The tear oil. It's so sad.
Yeah. But and then at the same time, like, what kind of girl breaks up with a guy before Valentine's Day? It's not like we were dating for a couple months. We'd like been in like a 2-year relationship. It was a bad faux pas.
She didn't want to buy you something, is what it was.
That's what it was.
I'm gonna break up with you before Valentine's Day. I don't want to buy you shit, so I'm out.
That sounds legit. That's like a legit reason.
Yeah. I'm a nerd though. You can buy like cheap shit. Like buy me a comic book. I'm good.
Maybe that's why she broke up with you, because you're a nerd.
Yeah, probably is it.
To hide that shit for a while and then spring it after she's sprung.
Yeah. Wait till she can't. Wait till she's too involved to back out, and then you're like, "Check out my comic book collection."
Yeah.
And then you push open your closet, and everything just falls out.
Yeah, she goes, "Oh, is this your laundry room?" I'm like, "No,
don't go in there." She opens it up, and comic books fall on her.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm sorry. I can't help who I am.
I love
I swear I've had sex before.
Yeah, a girl who breaks up with you a day before Valentine's Day is a girl who has her eye on someone else.
No, I don't think she has. I think her eye is already set. She's already fucking. He has already done her in the butt.
She knew that you were a teacher, and your wallet wasn't ever going to be fat enough for her. Teacher's salary.
Thanks, guys, for making me feel better.
You're welcome.
You're either gonna be cheated on, or that you didn't make enough money, or you're a nerd. I feel real great about myself. Thanks, Absolute Geek.
I mean, that's
make mine an Absolute Geek.
Yeah. Happy Valentine's Day. Cupid Kyle.
The sound of popping fondue and ow, plus harp strings.
Who is that, Kellen? You say, what the fuck is that?
What is this?
Have Kellen come down for a minute.
Huh?
Tell Kellen to come here. What's up, Kellen?
What the fuck is this?
He didn't tell you?
I would to pay a bet. I made a bet when I was drunk that I would I'd dress up like the penguin on Valentine's Day. Or I had to wear a big black dildo on my head. So I did it.
Hey, no, you need to be honest. It wasn't a bet.
Oh, okay. What
It was a matter of honor. It was a matter of honor.
Matter of honor?
It was a matter of honor.
It was, I don't want to see a skinny penguin. I'm going to dress up like the penguin because the penguin needs to be a big fat guy.
I said the penguin needs to be a big fat guy.
And you know what? He kind of proved it. It works. It works.
Yeah.
Like 30 minutes.
Oh, fuck. Like money to dress up like the penguin. Fuck. What am I going to do?
Now, have you guys heard? I never did it. I never did in the States, but apparently it's Valentine's Day is a really good, if you're single, a really great time to go out and hit the bars and stuff like that. Supposedly, it's supposed to be one of the best days.
Chicks that are doing the galentines.
Oh shit!
So it's
going
like
to the bar tonight.
That are hanging out together because they're single, and you try to swoop in on that shit.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like one of the best times to pick someone up, is because everyone's coupled off and they're going to a certain type of restaurant or certain type of place. But like, like dive bars and places like this is where you want to be, gentlemen, in Phoenix on Friday night. I mean, after the Absolute Geek podcast, of course, which is the last one. So you want to make sure you stay tuned to the end.
Kyle, come wingman me. I'll go dress like Penguin.
I will 100% wingman you dressed as the Penguin. 100 fucking percent. I got your back. We're going.
Oh God.
Go.
Yeah.
Hey, you see her? You see him? He's the fucking Penguin. He battles Batman. Look at him. Look at him. He's got a fucking monocle. You know he's a devious motherfucker because he has a monocle.
I just need an umbrella.
Yeah. There's got to be a bar on Thunderbird to go to. Nothing. Nothing there. A little bit. It's called Phoenix for a reason. Hit me.
Yeah.
Hit me one more
nothing.
time. Matt, show us your back.
No, yeah, my back is not painted.
What's up, Corbin?
What is up? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't even see
on?
Corbin come in here.
1 second. Yeah. What's up, man? How you doing, man?
What's going on, Corbin?
How's it going, everyone? Yeah. Hey.
Hey, Corbin. I feel like I've never been on a podcast with Corbin, yet we do the same podcast.
It's so yeah. It happens. Man. It's been a long time.
Yeah. I guess I got to go. My God.
No. Come on, comic. One sec. I gotta fix my mic. I'll be right back.
Go for it.
Oh, there. See how that works?
That was perfect.
Yeah. Cannot be in the same place at the same time.
So, Matt,
what?
Pull up some of those. Have you ever had a Valentine horror story? You ever had something crazy happen to you on Valentine's Day?
No, because I've never had a Valentine's Day date.
You were married.
I know.
What did you guys do on Valentine's Day?
Nothing. I don't remember, dude. That's like a lifetime ago.
But it wasn't.
It was. It was like 10 years ago.
You don't remember what you did 10 years ago?
Not on Valentine's Day, no.
And half the fucking podcast just bailed out.
Yep.
What I did for... See, my wife works a lot of Valentine's Day, and then Corbin just bailed. It says device is not connected.
It says he said he had to go
but
fix his stuff.
My wife has to work a lot on Valentine's Day because it's kind of a busier bar day. But we used to go out and do fondue. We did that every year for years and years and years. My wife and I, we went and did fondue.
Oh, so you and Travis had something in common then?
Yeah.
I was saying I love fondue so much because that's what we did for years.
Yeah.
We go and have fondue. And
the story is less funny if you actually think that fondue is a good Valentine's meal. That's usually the punchline of that story.
I think it's fun because it is. It's intimate. It's time. You sit there and you bullshit, and you slowly cook fucking cubes of meat, so they don't even have to have a fucking chef.
No. I think sexier than saying cubes of meat to a woman as well. Come over, we can eat some cubes of meat.
You want to put cubes of meat on a skewer?
I have various dips
5 to 9 minutes
for you to choose from.
Come on over and touch my meat cubes.
I'll give you a meat.
What about you, Kyle? What about you, Kyle? Pointing fingers at Valentine stories. You got a good Valentine story?
No. Like I said my wife and I, we would go do fondue for a while, but she works usually on Valentine's Day because it's a big restaurant bar day. So it's a night to make money. So we usually go out. Like, we'll probably go out the following week. We'll probably go to the bar and drink, hang out. But so one time I'll tell one story of when we went to go have fondue. We're fondueing, and my wife orders she ordered a drink. I don't remember what. It wasn't like Pepsi. It was like an alcoholic drink. And the waitress walks up. And she says, "Here's your oops," and she spills it on her. Spills it down the front of her. She's like, "Oh, I'll go get you another one." And she's like, "Okay." So my wife is drenched with alcohol. Doesn't even bring napkins. Doesn't bring nothing to soap it up. So now she's just sitting there wet. Brings her another drink. It's great. And then we get the bill. She charged her for that drink. We had to pay for the drink that she drank, and then we had to pay for the drink that they spilled on her. What the fuck? But for the most part, it's, I don't know.
Alcohol isn't free, my man.
It's not. It should be when it gets spilled on you, though.
I don't know. I don't know.
You just think that, you know what? Hey, that one's on me. Sorry that I dumped it on you. My bad. Not, oh, fuck, I have to pay $13 for this drink that I got spilled on me.
What do you think would be, let's say that your partner was a fellow dork, geek, or dweeb. Well, actually, we can talk about those titles too. I thought that was an interesting article you put up there on the labeling of all those terms. But if your partner is one of those, what is the perfect Valentine's Day evening or day for someone who is nerdy? A nerdy couple. What do you do?
I'm sorry. I was reading the chat. What did you say now?
I think I would come out as Cupid with my wings.
Mm-hmm. So it begins with cosplay. That's very nerdy. Okay.
And a diaper. And a bow and arrow.
You got a real Cupid look about you. I think that would work.
I think so too.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Matt, I asked, what's the perfect Valentine's Day date for a nerdy couple? Both of them are into sci-fi, fiction, comics, all that kind of stuff. Because you could probably skip the really expensive fancy restaurant in that case, right? And do something that. So what is the substitute? Chime in the chats.
I think it would be. You know what I would think personally would be fun is she's already at the bar. And I come later, and it's like a hit on, I'm trying to take her home kind of thing. We don't know each other, and we're trying to
But you do it as Jack Burton from Big Trouble in Little China.
Yes, of course.
I'm looking for an Asian girl with green eyes, and your wife's like, "Oh, these eyes."
I do this Burt Macklin FBI.
Okay, I like that. A little nerdy role. Kyle, it's not bad. It's not a bad start. A little bar nerdy role playing. I like that. Put on your Han Solo jacket and your blaster and go in there. I like that. Okay, that's a good ingredient to it.
Yeah, I think that would be fun.
And the night reading comics in a bubble bath.
Yep, with candles.
Candles.
Listening. Yep, reading Batman. And then picking up bubbles.
They can't be fragrant candles because I have allergies.
I'm allergic to
fragrances.
Poor Erica. Erica says, "I'm drunk now. I never found the message, Kyle, so I've been drinking when you drink but wine."
Oh, I'm just drinking. Oh, Erica, friend me, and I will send you the keywords every week, because I've been sending to you every week, but obviously you can't find them. So just friend me. You don't have to if you don't want to. I get it.
Everyone friends Kyle.
But if you want to play, or you can give me an email address. You can
social security number, just the basic
blood
contact
type,
information. Yeah.
Routing number.
Mother's maiden
I will
name.
totally.
First pet, street name.
Yeah.
But
The name
no,
of
if
your
you-
first employer.
You know what? Even
Your high school best friend.
If you want, find me on Instagram. I don't know what my Instagram handle. I think it's Kyle6479. Find me, message me, and I'll send you the keywords every week. How's that? Or you can find me on Twitter. I don't know what my Twitter is.
I think a hot Valentine's nerd thing would be just sitting at a
Hold on. Kyle Kane 4311.
we'll be sitting at a bar and just some chick walks up to you and is like, "Face a tiger, you hit a jackpot." She just grabs your junk and tugs you to go.
I don't even need the junk.
to leave
That
the
line
bar.
alone, and I'm there. The junk grab is an extra. I'm like, oh my god, that's what Mary Jane said to Peter Parker when she first met him. Oh my god, do you like fondue?
He said, "Can I eat your bread?" Oh man. No,
What's this? What's the best
Here's a
nerdy movie to watch on Valentine's Day with your
hold on
significant
before we go
other?
that. Here's a nerdy one. Valentine's Day horror story. My boyfriend at the time had made reservations for lunch at a nice restaurant, but never came to pick me up. 2 hours later, he calls me and tells me he simply got distracted trying to memorize song lyrics and that it wasn't a big deal because he had a backup plan. We saw Avatar for the 4th time. So his backup plan was to take his girlfriend to see Avatar for the 4th time.
Wait, 3D or not 3D?
It doesn't say.
Oh, well.
It has to be 3D.
But what were you going to say, Travis?
All right, so you're winding down Valentine's evening. You know, you've gone out to the dinner, pretending to be Han Solo, gotten a great pickup line from Mary Jane. Take them back before the comic book bubble bath. You're gonna put on a nerdy sci-fi comic book related movie. Which in that genre which nerdy movie would make the best Valentine's Day movie? Which is not overtly like a romantic comedy or something.
So which nerd movie would I pick?
Yeah. What do you Netflix and chill with on Valentine's Day to get your nerdy significant other in the mood? Hot and bothered.
Thor Ragnarok.
Because it sounds like what you named your dick.
Yep.
Yeah. Ragnarok.
Ragnarok. Right here. I am Ragnarok.
Corbin, are you using a mic, bud?
What?
Are you using an external mic?
Yeah, can you hear me?
You sound like you're coming through your computer.
Dude's stepping up his game in his fucking polo sweater. Ugh.
Oh, this was the work fit. Yeah. It's better now. I'm kind of coming through this. I'm coming through a mic, so.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, it sounds better now.
Okay, I just have to get closer to it. Thank you.
Oh, a little bit.
I think it sounds like you're coming through your computer, like your mic's not connected.
I don't give a fuck.
Nope, it's glowing. It's connected. I can zock out again, but the last time I did, everything shut off on me. So
no, you're good.
Actually, at that angle you're talking right now. I think it's just maybe like
closer to it. I think there it is. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
better.
yeah, that's better.
Yeah, that's where the mic is. So it's
okay.
It's the first time I'm on a podcast in like a while.
That's a nice setup you got there, Corbin.
All of a sudden, you forgot the podcast.
Well, you have to remember how things are set. I haven't had my webcam plugged in. I haven't had my
Hey, whatever you do on your webcam is your business. As long as you get them coins.
I can't even afford a haircut right now. Anyway, I guess I have disproved the notion that me and Travis can be on the show at the same time. So, all
right. All right, Corbin's got to have a good Valentine's Day story, right?
I mean,
that's happened to you on Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
that's a good one. I can't think of one.
You can't think of one.
Not a good one. Okay, there was one. What happened? Was it All-Star Weekend? No. Have
you ever like had a planned out like, okay, it's Valentine's Day, I'm single, here's what I'm gonna do on Valentine's Day?
Yes, many times.
Yeah, hit me with one of your what's the go-to? What was something you thought was a good idea that would just turned out to be just another like bad decision?
It involves me in my underwear with a meatball marinara sub covered in sauce. That's Valentine's. That's Valentine's right there.
What I do, wake up early, go to IHOP, give myself the Grand Slam, pay a little extra for the unlimited pancakes, grab a good book, read. I'm there for a couple hours. Good. If I'm not working that day, go home, relax. You only have much planned, maybe a movie or something to keep my mind off the fact that it's a Singles Awareness Day, and just like enjoy the day. So, either I'm continuing that.
A little self-help, a little self, care. I got
reflection, growth. Yeah.
Lotion, some tissues, Good Friday.
Pedicures, manicures, massages.
You gotta treat yourself. Exactly.
Yeah,
and then the night, I don't really do anything special except that I know Pizza Hut, Hungry Howie's has done it for years. They have those heart-shaped pizzas.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get like 2 of those.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite Nirvana song too. Heart-shaped pizza.
Mine too.
And then I call that a night. I may take a picture for Facebook or Instagram. You
take a selfie to document your sadness.
I gotta do something. But then I don't document as a sad thing. The key is you can't do woe is me all the time on social media, because then people just be like, all right, man, we're not here for your sob story. So you gotta be like, hey, I'm treating myself, something cute, get the right angle on Instagram, and then that's really about it.
Think I look cute, might delete later. I don't know.
Yeah. Did you do that with your picture today?
Huh?
You did that today with your we took a picture. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Chicks dig the nose, Corbin. Just telling you.
Do people still use?
It's like I'm fucking a man eating them out at the same time.
Big nose, big hands, big.
Yep.
Is that what they say?
Do people still use date like pay dating websites like Match.com and eHarmony, or is it all just mobile free apps now? You think?
It's Facebook dating now. The free trials do nothing, and last time I paid for it, I went overdraft. So I stopped.
I don't know. A listener of ours by the name of Lance, not Lance Pepperoni, but a different Lance. He was cleaning up for a while on Match.com.
He was, man. He was nailing all kinds of chicks.
Well, like 6-7 years ago, that was the dating. I even did. It was either eHarmony or Match for a little while, but it is very expensive. And then I noticed that I just had more connections, and there were more actual dates through like the free apps, like a Bumble, like a Tinder, and those type of things.
I've never used those apps.
Well, how long you been married though?
His entire life.
So like you've never had to worry about the struggle.
Yeah,
really?
yeah. What? So you don't even get to be involved in this conversation.
I've been almost 20 years.
You're here in the trenches, goddamn grenades on Tinder and Bumble. You're sitting over there in the high house.
Or plenty of fish.
Where's today?
Valentine's Day, you're mastering the routine. Okay, Cupid is what got me overdrive, by the way, because they had that free thing. Okay, don't you hate when you have? I'm sorry, I have to say this.
I love how he's talking like, okay, Cupid. And
Like, okay, I get you. No, the ones that you have to like, it's a free trial to make your profile and put it out there, but then you got to pay to actually see your messages. Like, why I got to pay for a connection that you were going to offer me for free?
I've seen that. Yeah.
I
wonder how real the connection is. I wonder they're just giving me like a fake hot connection, so I'm going to open that wallet up. You know.
That's what they're doing. Boom. So I've been using Facebook dating. It's mixed results. And
Do you?
Corbin's all about Comic-Con speed dating. That's what Corbin's all about.
I've heard about this. I've been fascinated with that for years, and I know you've done it a couple of times.
Yeah.
But even like 4 or 5 years ago, I'm like, should I do this? Is it fun? Yeah.
No, it's fun. I've actually like the problem is never. I got a good, I don't want to say I have a bad personality. I have a good personality. It's good getting out there and everything. And then like the problem is like afterwards, I guess sealing the deal, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know the whole thing after, but like talking, all the conversations good. And then like afterwards, I'm like, okay, we're going for a nice dinner. Like the last one I went to, I thought we were going out to eat and get some comics, and she thought we were going straight to the hotel. And like the wires were mixed and they never got unmixed. And then dudes,
That's kind of
I heard that
fault.
Hilton. I think it's the Hilton right next to it, right?
Yeah, that's
Is it
what I
the
was
Hilton?
at.
The Hilton. I heard that place gets pretty wild that night on Comic Cons, where it's just a lot of cosplay and lotions and skin and rashes and pimples and just a big mesh of everything that has been tucked into latex and leather all day, just coming out.
Oh, it's stinky. Oh, all this
stinky in all the right ways.
Oh, damn, bitch, go take a shower.
So she was saying like, oh, I thought we were gonna skip all this lovey-dovey shit and go right back to the hotel, and you were trying to be a gentleman about it.
Exactly. And then like,
what did we learn from that, Corbin? What did we learn from that?
I'm gonna be like, hey, nice to match Hilton, No, but I mean, I think it's okay. It's just so weird in this day and age just to find connections and like relationships through these means that are, I guess, commonplace now, but just are, I don't know. They're just different,
Corbin's dressed up like Gambit, throwing out hotel room card keys. Pew, 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 pew.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Wow. Kyle's on Valentine's Day.
Drywall.
That's cool.
That's what you do on Valentine's Day. You drink Monster and punch some drywall.
Yep.
In the shape of a heart.
Actually, I told you I'm a Red Bull guy. I have wings, bitches.
I believe that.
Let's see, where were we?
We're on a terrible Corbin's Valentine's Day stories.
Oh no, I didn't really have one. I got a good leeway, huh? I saw that a couple podcasts ago. I want to say, yeah. What? Oh my god. Yep.
This is Cockosaurus Rex.
There.
Watching confusion come to realization in Corbin's face right there was pretty good. So if you're listening to this in audio, please tune into the
I am caucus.
There's a lot going on there. Okay.
Do you have a black light on that thing? It looks like it's glowing.
Yeah.
Because it's so awesome. It glows.
Drawn to Cox. That's where you picked it up. Got drawn to comics. Yeah, drawn to Cox.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm tired. Speaking, I gotta go to my comic book, so I haven't been there in like a month.
Nobody else has.
You had that article up there about the different labels. What was the one you had for the on there? The link to the article that talked about it had like dweeb versus weirdo versus dork versus nerd.
So what it was the origins of some of these words. Let me see if I can bring it up. So what it was is the secret origins of nerd, dork, and other things you've been called. So what it's saying is the origin of nerd was first used in 1950 by Dr. Seuss, If I Ran the Zoo, in which a nerd was one of the many oddly named creatures in the zoo. So in a 1951 Newsweek article mentioned it as a term being used by teenagers. It seemed unlikely for teenagers to have latched onto a single proper noun in a Dr. Seuss book so quickly, but there's no record source of the word ever being used previously. It's possible that it was based on the 1940s slang nerd, which referred to a stupid or crazy person, and it's certainly easy to see how teens of the 50s might have co-opted the adults in the term would use swears to understand the culture. So it looks like Dr. Seuss fucking came up with nerd.
Well, run by the list of other words on there, and I'm interested on what you would prefer to be called.
It's nerd, geek, dork, weirdo, dweeb, goof, dickweed, egghead, Poindexter.
I like that one.
Is that your preferred nomenclature? Is
Poindexter? Makes me laugh.
Corbin would like to be Poindexter.
Poindexter it is.
Poindexter, this uncommon name became even more uncommon after it became a synonym for nerd, in which all thanks to Felix the Cat. When the 1959 Felix cartoon debuted, it introduced a great new character, including Poindexter, the nerdy nephew of the producer, who dressed in a lab coat, wore thick glasses, was super smart, and was socially awkward. The character was such the perfect representation of a nerd meant at that time, the character's name entered pop culture, and the term has remained even as the character has almost been completely forgotten.
Oh, I like that. I like the Felix cut. Felix is a dope cartoon. Good choice. Yeah. All right, Matt. Your preferred nomenclature.
Okay.
Dickweed. Give me some dickweed.
Dickweed. When I think of Matt, I do think of dickweed.
Yeah.
The feeling's mutual.
So
that's what I think I knows.
This term is popularized in the 80s that originally meant pubic hair, as the human race never, ever has enough nicknames for our sex organs and their surrounding areas. Its use as an insult became quickly enough polarized by its use in the 1986 Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, which is awesome because the Oxford Dictionary has an entry for it, which includes the Bill and Ted's reference. From there, it's an easy step to its linguist pal, the dickwad. And of course, the dillweed is to dickweed as fudge is to fuck. The socially acceptable variant, which is also certainly why Beavis and Butthead use it so frequently and somewhat more conservative on MTV in the 1990s.
Dill hole.
Okay, Travis.
I'm gonna throw my own in there. You know, I like scamp, like a little scamp. There's a little scamp over here.
I like that.
Yeah, the little comic scamp. Just
grab by the scruff of their neck. Get over here, little scamp.
Yeah, sorry, Kyle, what's yours?
Weirdo.
Weirdo.
Didn't like that one.
Okay, weirdo is obviously the noun form of the adjective weird, which is pretty commonly known to have from the Old English word weird, which is W-Y-R-D. It's like it's word. But word doesn't mean weird, at least not like we mean it. Word was a noun that meant fate, or more specifically, fate. When Shakespeare called the witches in Macbeth the Weird Sisters, he didn't mean they were bizarre. He meant they were the fates. The three sisters out of Greek mythology who controlled people's destinies. Of course, by using it, Shakespeare helped change the world through his work's popularity. As the fates faded from culture popular, weird came to reference to the second biggest character of the witches. That was supernatural. Of course, supernatural is often interchangeable with unnatural, which the sisters also were. And unnatural is just a more powerful word for strange or unusual, and thus weird still has all those meanings to some degree or another. The O that turns weird into the noun weirdo is thought to come from the Middle English interjection O, and over time became a diminutive suffix. It's the same process that turns kid into kiddo, which is such a bummer.
Yeah, that was a buzzkill one.
Really was, and I really stopped reading it halfway through. So everybody picked one, but I just thought that was interesting that where these words came from. Like, Geck came from the German word Geck, which means fool, which I thought was kind of cool.
Is it time we come up? Is it time we come up with a new one for? I don't think I feel like maybe when I was younger I fit into like one of those categories, but now, as being a full-grown adult with a job, secure income, my shit together, but I still like all this stuff. I feel like there should be a new term. Gentlemen, propose some new terms. What's a new label for middle
Scrotal cuff?
Matt,
you nailed it. You nailed it the first time, Matt. I don't know how you did it. You're a fucking genius. Scrotal cuff, it is.
That was quick.
Yeah, it was good.
I want to see a monocle and a goddamn nose.
You've seen it for 2 hours.
I don't give a fuck. Get that shit back on.
What? I didn't. What do you mean? Oh wow, there's your nose again. Jeez.
It's hard to notice.
Does it hit the mic?
Where's the monocle? Where's the goddamn monocle at? Monocle that shit. There it is. Now talk like the penguin. So now, do another Valentine's horror story as the penguin.
No. Travis asked you a question. Fucking field your question.
What was my question?
Middle-aged name for middle-aged geeks, nerds.
All right, so we're gonna work this out. So I think maybe a place to start would be: is there a character or a thing that has a great passion for something, but does it in a sophisticated way? That's what we're looking for. Can you think of a character in fiction or something like that we can turn into a label that has a great passion for something? Like we all have. Dude, Corbin, you might have nailed it. What'd
you say?
Alfred's. Older, distinguished, passion for cleaning, keeping the Wayne man in order, trustworthy, dedicated to the cause.
Dedicated to the cause. Yeah. Not accustomed to the weird, not afraid to get weird, not afraid to get kinky.
Oh, exactly. Right? Bat nipples, baby, bat nipples.
Oracle, then.
That was a questionable fashion choice. Alfred rolled with it. Your Batmobile is here. And would you like your card piece, Bruce? Easy.
Yeah, and I think he was hitting Taco Bell up with that in commercials. He was giving it to like Taco Bell. So like he's even afraid. He's not afraid to get down to the people's level. That's what's great about Alfred. He seems stuck up, but that's just he'll go and he'll munch on like a Gordita Crunch.
I believe it.
He'll give you a cucumber sandwich.
He'll eat a Dorito with his Earl Grey.
Mm-hmm. Ranch, cool ranch even. You don't care. You don't discriminate.
Bold, but yes.
Yeah. Alfred, I like it.
There you go.
You describe yourself.
Baby,
I'm an Alfred. Yeah, you got a lot of comics in this room, baby. I'm an Alfred. That sounds good.
Yo, that's real nice. You make
Yeah.
it. You make it sound okay.
You got to put that baby on it. Maybe I'm an Alfred.
In bed, call me Alfred.
Yeah.
Oh
Better
shit!
than just don't. You can't shorten it to Alf because then it becomes like
Alfred.
Hey Willie, I'm an Alf.
Oh man, I'm exhausted.
Ride me and call me Alfred.
Casual Batman fans wouldn't get it. You're right, Tim. Casual Batman fans would have to stay out of it because it's not for them.
Yeah. Hey, nice Star Wars sheets, baby. I'm an Alfred.
Babe, come on.
I like Alfred. I think we need to make that into something.
Listen, boom, drop the mic, Alfred. I like it.
Yeah.
Done. Look at fucking Corbin's here for 18 minutes and he fucking changes history.
That's it. Power. I mean, it's just it's a power. It's crazy.
Do that.
I don't know. Just gracious to have you guys. Anyway, that's fun. That was quick.
It's Alfred.
Yeah.
My first thought, I'm glad I didn't say it was going to be Uncle Ben's, but that was wrong on a number of levels. So I'm glad.
I was thinking indie, like Indiana Jones. He's a passion for like this, but then indie sounds too much like music. Like you're into indie music. I think it's already been kind of
I'm into indie. Oh, you are? Can I remind you about this?
Yeah.
It's like like that.
Maybe I'm an Alfred.
Or Jones.
Maybe I'm an Alfred.
Jones. No, that Jones doesn't work either. Alfred. Let's tell Brian what we're talking about so he can have his input into it.
Ryan, how's it going?
What up, Corbin?
Hey.
What we did is we went through the origins of nerd, dweeb, dickwad, geek. Fucking, we went through the origins of that, and we decided we wanted to come up with a new name. And Corbin came up with...
We want to go out. We got to give him the full story. We want to come up with a new name that encompasses kind of what we are. A little bit older, a little bit wiser, a little bit more sophisticated, a little bit more mature nerd. So we don't want all the associations that go with these old nomenclatures. We want something that is going to kind of show our sophistication, yet still show our passion.
Monocle.
So we said, how do we approach this? So we decided to approach it from what are characters in fiction that we can names that we can turn to a term that embody what we are trying to convey. And Corbin had a good one.
Alfred, I like it.
Dude, yeah. Man, you got a lot of comic books on your wall. Yeah, I'm an Alfred.
Or a Cobblepot. You could be a Cobblepot. That's like a lame Alfred.
Unless you're Oswald.
You're a casual fan. You're a Cobblepot.
Oh, you could be an Oswald, but that has Kennedy associations.
Yeah.
I like a casual fan being Cobblepot, though.
Yeah.
I'm a Cobblepot.
Cobblepot is someone who's middle-aged and likes it, but it doesn't have that quite that sophistication. You know?
Batman.
What's the guy in Goonies, Cobblepot? What was the guy in Goonies that they found his body?
One-Eyed Willie.
One-Eyed Willie. Yeah. What was his real name? When they looked in his.
I think you're registering for me. I think it is something. There is some kind of
something like that.
Yeah.
Here, I'll look it up right now. I think Alfred's good though.
Solid.
Corbin's and Alfred.
I'm an Alfred. What can I say? No.
He's got a nice Alfred sweater on.
He does.
Yeah, I've been rocking the sweater game.
Yeah.
One-Eyed Willie's name is William B. Portobello.
Oh, I love his mushroom.
Pordobel.
I love his mushrooms.
Portobello.
You do love the mushroom in your mouth.
5 Hour
I
Energy
get
helps
you.
you get through your crazy on-the-go life. And now it comes in two great tropical flavors: strawberry, banana, and
Not me.
Not me.
So
Not mine.
What do you hear?
I hear some.
It was like an ad.
Bubbling.
Oh, still wouldn't be me, but just was curious.
Yeah, not me.
Chester Cobblepot.
Wait, watch. I'm gonna mute myself and then.
Yeah, where does Chester Cobblepot? Where's that from?
Yeah, that's from something.
Cheetos?
No, that's from when they found somebody, and that's Chester That's
he died looking for One-Eyed Willie's riches.
That's what it was. Yes.
Oh.
They find the bones. Yeah.
Yeah. See, definitely not an Alfred. Definitely not.
Chester Cobblepot.
I'm a Cobblepot.
Oswald Chester Cobblepot is the
Oswald Cobblepot. Yeah.
You can. Chester Cobblepot, his body was in the tunnel under the rocks, says Chad.
Yep.
What's up, Chad?
Yeah, he died looking for it, and they opened up his wallet, Chester Cobblepot or whatever. Yeah, fuck yeah, hell yeah.
Fucking Goonies.
Greatest movie, one of the top 10 greatest movies of all time.
Oh wow.
It's got to be, right? I mean, if you grew up in that time, in the late 80s, early 90s, the Goonies has got to be up there.
I feel that. Partial to Good Burger myself.
I'm all about dude, fucking Good Burger, dude. Fuck yeah.
Welcome to Good Burger.
Remains of a 1930s explorer of Chester Copperpot.
Copperpot, yes.
Ah, that's it.
Yeah. See, Chester Cobblepot. Oswald Chesterfield Cobblepot is the penguin.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chad.
Fucking Chad's everywhere, man. Jesus.
Cobblepot.
That guy is just
Copperpot.
His brain is
fire.
Working man the biz.
Yeah. Copperpot. Yep, that's what it was.
Copperpot.
Fucking shit.
Well, why don't you finish the night off? Well, do you want to read some more bad Valentine stories, Kyle? Or you want to finish it off with a little bit of misconnections?
I want you to read some more Valentine stories.
It's tough being a Chad. I wonder, Chad, chime in the chat. How is it tough being a Chad these days? Chads get a bad rap. A lot of people like Chad. They use Chad as like the overall like for that guy. Welcome to Talking Chad on Absolute Geek Podcast. They were talking about, of course, Chad. Chad, chime in. How does it feel to be a Chad in 2020?
He's a gaslighter, he says.
You should just have him come on and explain it. All right, Chad, you got 5 minutes to set up, and then you're coming on.
Call in live.
No, the call-in line doesn't work all of a sudden.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a bummer.
It is a bummer.
It goes through my cell phone, and my cell phone's dead. What do you want from me?
Whatever.
Whatever.
You know, it's crazy. You can't just plug the motherfucker in.
Whatever.
That's fucking crazy talk. Oh, I'm just going to fucking plug it in. No, I can't do that. It's dead.
What was that? Plug it in, plug it. What was that? What was that?
That was that smell good. Yeah.
Glade. Ah, there it is. Sorry, I was random, but I was thinking it.
Smell goods, dude.
Yes. Scratch and sniffs and all them.
Glade.
Maybe not. Oh. Get laid to glade.
It cuts. It certainly does suck, Wayne. You think they're ever going to do a Wayne's World like reboot? You think we've gone past that point?
God, I hope so.
Yes.
What do you mean, God, you hope so?
That would be cheesy.
You think so?
Yeah.
No way.
Time has passed, right?
Where's let's hear some misconnections.
Oh, no, we need to hear some more Valentine's horror stories.
So read one.
I can't bring it up on my computer.
Bring it up on your phone.
What?
I'll do it for science.
Guys, how do you guys feel about those roadside Valentine's Day stands? That like
you just drive right fucking past them. No woman on this goddamn planet wants a dollar store side of the road Valentine's.
But I'll see women post on social media like, well, "Look what my babe got me," and it's like a teddy bear they paid that's worth $20. They paid $150 for like a very shade box candy. No creativity involved. I mean, these people, we're not dealing with Alfreds here. We're dealing with like, what kind of people think that it's okay to just kind of pull over and like, I'm gonna do the bare minimum. I'm not even gonna like go into a store. I'm gonna like hang a Yui and pull over and overpay for something that isn't. But those people sell it all the time.
Nothing for them ever, and they're just happy that they got something. But any normal woman were like, fuck your roadside garbage dollar store bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
what do you think? What would be a good roadside stand for Valentine's Day? I think that maybe here's what I want to do: roadside poetry. You pull over, you tell me your girl's name or your guy's name. Tell me a little bit about them. Customized poem. Put it right in a frame. Boom,
How
there
much
you go.
charge for that?
It depends on their rack and how big it is.
Okay.
Oh, I like it.
Oh, yeah.
Also,
I do a cup
the
size.
horror
He's
story.
like, I need you to write a poem for my girlfriend. What cup size is she?
Yeah. What's her name? Orange.
I know what I
Damn
want.
it.
Kyle, didn't you have a thing where you complained about Jimmy John's?
Yes.
All right. So my brother came home yesterday. My brother was fucking livid, right? He's like, dude, fuck Jimmy John's. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be fun. Let's hear it, right? So he's like, yeah. So I go into Jimmy John's and I go in there and I say, you know, I want the BLT on whatever, and they're like, yeah,
Ever get a BLT from fucking Jimmy John's? You'll be so pissed off. It's 2 pieces of bread smacked together with a piece of bacon hanging out of it. Fuck
that cold bacon.
Dude, it's
cold.
fucked.
They will not heat it up. He goes, can you heat up the bacon? They go, no, we only serve cold cuts here.
What?
And then he goes, hey, that you guys charged me $7. Like 3 days ago, it was $5. And they go, yeah, it's because minimum wage has gone up. So they raised their prices on their sandwiches like $2. And I'm like, oh, Kyle's gonna fucking love this.
Dude, I fucking it's dude, ever order a BLT from fucking Jimmy John's, it's fuck. And if you put that shit on Twitter, Jimmy John's will put on fake accounts to talk shit to you.
That's funny.
Tim says perfect roadside Valentine stand, personalized anal beads.
There you go.
There you go. Oh, like with the name on them? Yeah. I like that.
About the horror stories, was that like something you read like from Reddit or something? Or like how are you getting those?
I got an article where people had
Yeah, it's on the.
Well, I found some on Reddit, so I
It's
just
on the
didn't know if that
SharePoint.
was.
Here, I'll read
Oh,
one.
see?
It's titled, My God, They Were Roommates. I was running an hour late for my date, and once I finally got to the bar, she said she had to run into a friend. It turns out her friend she ran into was the same girl I had brought to the same bar the previous week. To make things worse, I had never called her back after leaving first thing in the morning. Turns out they were roommates.
ooh, burn bitches.
Man.
Go ahead,
Oh, man.
Corbin.
Oh, I'm still pulling it up. So
You never had a bad Valentine's Day experience?
Well, can I do some real world stuff here? Can I get you guys' opinion on this? We'll keep it
No.
Valentine related. Okay. Thank you. See? So I started dating this girl, and Sunday is going to be our third date. First date was last Friday. In the middle of the date.
Does she know you're dating?
No, she has no idea.
No,
Yeah.
going on dates.
She has no idea that they're in Travis's mind. They're in this committed relationship, and she's just like, I'm just hanging out with this dude.
He's watching Phoenix and the Joker.
Yeah,
I love going on Absolute podcast. I feel so my self-esteem is so strong after this. I'm a fucking Alfred, guys. All right, you can't. All right. And
it
so
even sounds so powerful when you just say it like that. I'm a fucking Alfred.
I'm a fucking Alfred, boys. I'm an Alfred dog, baby.
It kind of does sound like you're saying alpha. Yeah.
Yeah, it does. I'm an Alfred dog, baby. So we did the second date on Wednesday. So third date, set it up. Sunday, coming to my place, gonna do some dinner, doing all this stuff like that. I got Monday off. It's all good. So my question to you is, now I have this room of like dorky stuff on here, and I'm 35, close to 36, and she's 27. And I don't think she's really into the nerdy kind of stuff, but I have nerdy things in my house. So it's going to come up. How do you own this? I just be like, yeah, it's like, my approach is always like, oh, there's a lot of comics in here. And I say, yeah, I think it's right now, it's the best form of story. The best storytellers in the world are telling their stories in comics. Corbin said, a shake off. All right, here we go. Hit me, Alfred. What we got?
So I like to go smooth, and you're like, hey, I dabble. But then like every day, like you're obsessively over these comics, but you don't mention it. Like, she's like, oh, wow, you're really into comics? You're like, yeah, sort of. And you just keep going at it.
just brush it off. Just kind of
Brush
like
it
the
off,
idea,
but like every night you're reading them.
Yeah, that's what I did with my
Yeah,
wife.
yeah.
I didn't let her in completely. There was little things that spilled out, like I've told the story in the podcast before. Like, remember when X-Files was on Sunday nights? I would be in the neighborhood. She lived 2 blocks from me, so it's not like she was far away. And I'd be riding my bike by, and I'd see her, or I'd stop by and hang out with her.
Yeah.
And I'd be sitting there and talking bullshit. I'd be like, "What time is it?" And I'd be like, "I gotta go." She said, "It's like 7:45." I'm like, "I gotta go." And I would take off. And for months, I didn't tell her why. And one day, she was finally like, "Why do you leave so quick at like 7:45, 7:50?" I'm like, "X-Files is on."
Gillian Anderson.
Yeah, fucking miss X-Files.
Oh, well, so you didn't write it off. You went like you're like, yeah, I got an X-Files. According to Corbin, to be like, I got some stuff to do.
And then I didn't tell her about like she didn't find out about like the comic books and the fucking all that stuff. Like I slowly introduced all that.
Okay. So this may be on the rock.
Corbin,
that's
shit.
my lovely family. 1 second.
I love your fucking family. Where's your brother at? Did you mouth shit to your family?
I yelled.
What?
I yelled. I just muted real quick.
Fuck up.
All right, I did it again. No, but basically what I was saying is I'm talking to a girl right now. It's on the rocks because I barely have time to see her because I'm working all the time. But what I've been doing.
Then.
Huh?
She should understand that you're a fucking busy man.
He doesn't. It's been rough, but that's not the point. I'm not.
Yeah, you're a book hustler. Yeah.
On fucking.
Yeah, but what I'm doing though, when I'm just putting this in action about the comics and stuff, because I'm able to go to the store and pick up my books or anything, is I'll be like, oh, like yesterday, I was like, did you see the new Batman outfit? And she's like, what? Batman? I was like, oh yeah, you didn't see it, was everywhere. She's like, oh no. So she looked at it, she's like, are you a big Batman fan? I'm like, a little bit. I
dabble.
I said I dabble. I'm kind of casual. I was thinking of Kyle when I said I'm not casual. I'm an Alfred, exactly. So then, like over time, when she sees my collection and everything, oh wow, and I'm just gonna let her come to that conclusion herself, and I'll be like, oh yeah, I didn't mention I'm a huge fan, but like at that point, you're in my world. Like you've already liked me for other things. I'm hoping, and stuff is built up. So then, like we've just kind of assimilated you. The Borg. Before you know it, you're Alfred-esque.
You want me to tell you the fastest way to end a relationship? Tell her you have a podcast.
Thanks, man.
I know from experience.
But you got to remember with my wife, this was 20 plus years ago when nerdism isn't the same as it is now. So knowing about Marvel, knowing about this stuff is a lot cooler than it was 20 years ago.
Oh, I disagree. I think it's the opposite. I think
it's the opposite. Yeah. It depends on your age.
That was niche and like cute and kind of like like this eccentric and idiosyncratic.
Stream where like you can be like, oh, I like Iron Man, and everybody knows who it is now. Like, oh, I like this. Everybody knows who it is now. Then it wasn't like that. When you said you liked Spider-Man, you were a fucking idiot. Like it wasn't as cool as it is now to like Spider-Man.
Yeah, I don't like how popular it is now because then I feel like just one of the herd is just like, oh, like the 12-year-olds. But like before, it's like, oh, that's an odd thing to like. And then you get to like then you get to mansplain Spider-Man to them, and that's always a good thing, as we learned in La La Land, that mansplaining things to women actually ends up making them really hot and bothered, right, Alfred?
No woman likes to be mansplained at all.
No. We need to make that a t-shirt now. We got to make an Alfred's t-shirt. It's got to happen.
This is just have like a little t-shirt guy on the front, and then Alfred is
I'm an Alfred, and then it has a picture of him underneath it.
And it says, "Let me mansplain this to you."
Yeah, that's on the back. Yeah.
I'm going to take Corbin's advice. I'm going to use the word dabble. Like if it's brought up, I'm going to say I dabble, and I'm going to let them come to me. If they want to ask further questions about it, then I'll tell her, I'm like, oh yeah, actually that's this and this is this. But let them come to you. Don't try to put it on them. Let them come to you.
that I'm an Alfred by day and a gaslighter by night.
Ah,
there you go.
There it is.
I like that. I like that. Oh shit. Yep. Right there. That's
where it's at.
There you go.
Real ones get that. Real Batman fans understand.
An Alfred in the streets, a gaslighter in the sheets.
Yes.
So, do you have any, Chad? Do you have any crazy?
How about Alfred? How about Alfred in the sheets and how about Alfred in the streets and Dick in the sheets? I feel like that works a little bit more Batman-y.
Man,
Grayson in the sheets.
I get it.
I have a terrible, and I'm sure she can. I'm sure she can hear. So I'm totally gonna rant myself out here. I hope she can't hear me. Anyway,
Just whisper it. She can't hear you. It's just us.
right. So she's very, Valentine. We're not even together anymore. We split up, but we're still, friends and live together and blah blah. And so years ago we were back in Colorado and I was doing work for a guy and we were working his house. He had sold his house. We were building his new house. We were doing, the fucking roofing and the metal siding and the drywall and insulating and fucking tile and everything.
You were fucking the tile. Give it to me, grab.
Basically, and I did all the electric in his house and I, everything. And so it was Valentine's Day and she had oddly enough got a, the melting pot, that real expensive restaurant.
Love it. Fondue.
Fondue, baby.
Fucking fondue. Meat stick.
Fucking Wisconsin cheese, baby, melted in a pot.
And, I'm thinking, I got enough time and I'll go to work and I'll get off a little bit early and hey, I got some shit to do. And fuck, before I know it, I look at my watch and she's calling. She's like, where are you at? Are you ready? You going to come home, change? And somehow I had, and it's totally on me. Now, if she asks, it's her fault, but it's totally on me. I did not really remember the time or anything, and it was earlier. It was at like 4, and I kept thinking it was at like 7. I swear to God it was at 7. I don't know. Anyway, 2:30, 3 o'clock, I keep getting these calls, and where are you at? You gonna come home and change and everything? And I'm like, fuck, I thought it was later. I'm sorry. And she's like, and I'm like, well, I can leave here now. And it was outside of town. It was on land and shit, So I could have drove into would have took like 45 minutes, but I could have got there. She's fucking living. No, you just fucking don't even worry about it. Dude, I didn't live that shit down.
Put that goddamn hat back on.
A month. It was forever.
Hat, nose, monocle, now.
It was bad. It was bad.
Oh.
You can't fucking pansy out now.
Yeah,
that's
one of those where plans were made and when it gets bad, that's something that 20 years down the road, if you're married, you ain't living that. Like, that's going to get brought up 20 years down the road. You remember that fucking time on Valentine's Day when I made, and this went down. It's one of those that you're never going to get out of.
You know what you never get out of is if you and your wife are on your honeymoon and you're walking along the beach in the water and you think she says there's a shark and you push her in the ocean.
Well,
you never hear the end of that.
Number one,
I'll tell you right now.
I don't go in the ocean.
On personal experience, if you push your pregnant wife in the ocean because she says shark away, that she does not forget it. I'm putting it out there.
If it was my ex-wife, I don't go in the ocean above ankle. Ankle is my limit in any ocean, anytime, anywhere.
Mine too. There's shit in there that will eat you. So
if it was my ex,
away
I
from it.
probably might have carried her into the ocean if there was a shark. Maybe. Just wondering.
Dude, I straight up pushed and ran. The fuck are you running for? You said shark. I'm fucking out of here.
Yeah,
someone has to live to tell the story.
That is true.
I chummed the water and then just Hulk toss in. Just there you go.
The water.
But my ex-wife's not very nice, so.
My wife is awesome.
Yeah.
Well, she tolerates you, so she's got to be pretty. Her level of tolerance has to be huge, especially after a former job that you've had. Like she's got to have a tolerance.
It was acquired. It's been built up. She's like Goku. Yeah, it's fucking. Yeah, dude. She did like an earth bomb shit, dude. It's fucking.
I get that noise sometimes.
Well, gentlemen, it's about 3 hours for me, so I'm gonna go and start my day here and get my butt off this seat.
Later, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually the 15th where you're at, right?
It is. Yeah, it's 2:30 in the afternoon, so I gotta do something productive with my day, so I don't feel like a complete.
You can do something.
Actually, you know what? I mean, I'm sorry. I knew that was gonna. I apologize.
No,
Something else productive.
Roommate gal.
You have an entire
her
evening to be productive.
Is in Okinawa in the Air Force right now.
Ah, fantastic! Over on the Kadena or Kubasaki. Very cool.
Great
How many
guy.
kilometers is that from you? Where is
That's a different island, brother.
Where you're way over.
Yes.
Across.
Yeah, mainland Japan. So Okinawa is an island south.
breathing that radiation?
I'm really the coronavirus is my big thing right now, and with this cruise ship in town. But you know what? I'm an Alfred, so you know we have really strong immune systems because we're indoorsy people. Alfreds are indoorsy people.
Yes, they are.
What is one of their positive traits? I find.
Let's go.
All right, gentlemen. A pleasure, absolutely. And happy Valentine's Day to you guys in the States, and hope to see you soon.
Thanks,
Yeah,
guys.
thanks.
Have a good one.
You're gonna really not like this either, but your boy did his 9 hours of service. I have to be back at work by 7 tomorrow, so I was also about to make an exit, but he got me.
All right. Well, thanks for stopping in, Corbin. Bye.
I know.
It was good
Wow.
to see you, Corbin.
Yeah,
Yes, I'm trying to. You know what, man? I'm trying. This.
Excuses. See you later.
I
don't want to hear your bullshit.
I understand.
I love you, Corbin.
You're hiding.
Man. Y'all
I
take
saw
care.
you on the
I'll see
street the
you.
other day. You know, behind the bush. You were avoiding me. You were like,
I saw you fucking hiding.
You saw me? When? Oh, I was like, dude, I've not been anywhere fun. Like, if you drop on my library, though, you'll see me. I'm basically living up there. But yeah, y'all have a good night. I'll catch up with y'all.
Bye, Corbin. Thanks for stopping in.
Thank you. Sorry. All right.
All right, Kyle. Send us home with some misconnections here.
Fuck, man. Already?
Brian, I was driving down. God, what street is that? I can't remember. Over.
Never been on that street yet.
Right off of the 10 going into Maricopa. Right into Casa Grande. Before you actually get to the Casa Grande, and there's like 2 Walgreens, like 3 or 4 blocks apart right there. So I don't know if you've.
Are you talking about when you take the Maricopa Casa Grande Highway?
This is what you're looking for, Chad.
But if you come down here, I'll bet that nobody down here is buying those. And there's a Walmart right here in Maricopa too.
Take a look for them. This is what you're looking for. They're in the toy section. And tell me if they're there.
Yep. I also talked to Brian at Mr. E Comics today, and told him about, because he cracks magic packs all the time.
Really?
Cracking magics, and you were saying last night on when you guys were cracking packs that you were never have a guy that does magic, and he knows a lot about that, and he's always opening and selling cards in the store, and and then he let me in on another little tidbit, but I'll tell you that at another time. And
fuck that. You already said it. Spill the beans. Nobody's here. It's just the 4 of us. Let us know.
A friend of his is waiting for a giant collection and
of magic cards.
No, of baseball, hockey, basketball.
Oh shit!
And I don't mean like a little collection. I mean like this guy used to own a card shop collection.
Ooh.
So
Ooh.
there might be a huge collection coming down the pipeline into Maricopa at Mystery Comics, and it is, from what he was saying, off the hook. That's the oops, I just stumbled on 40 long boxes of Silver Age comics.
Fucking Chuck.
But it's all cards. So
Nice.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
That's what I'm looking for.
So anyway, you probably want to try and talk to Brian and at Mr. E and give him a shout out and go that route.
Well, maybe he won't maybe we can have him on and he won't fucking use us and chew us up and spit us out and move on to the next thing.
Yeah, unfortunately, Brian's pretty reserved. I don't think that he savors champagne bottles. So, that's kind of uneventful. But, and he works a crap ton because it's only him doing the store. So he's
That's
there.
a lot of work.
So, what is the name of his store?
Mr. E Comics.
Can you find him on eBay or anything?
You can find him on, and he's got storefront and everything right there on John Wayne Park Boulevard, whatever the hell
Boulevard
it is. And coming into Maricopa, he's right there next to.
Is he by the Circle K or the Panda Express?
Not the Fry's. What the hell is the other one across the street? The other Arizona supermarket. Not Fry's, but
Albertsons.
no,
Safeway? Food City.
No, it's not the owl one. It's not the Piggly Wiggly. It's not
QT.
CVS.
Walgreens.
No, it's a grocery store.
Bashes.
There's Fry's
Food
and
City.
there's Bashes. So there's a Bashes on the right-hand side of the road, and he's over kind of by that.
I'm trying to think where the Bashes is, but I haven't been there in a long time. So, like, right when you get into John Wayne from the 347, there's a Circle K on your right. As soon as you get in, there's like a major subdivision, but there's a Circle K.
Right.
And then you drive a little bit further to the grocery store, and then there's a Panda Express, and then so is it somewhere in between that and that?
He's like in between that Circle K and the just past that grocery store right there. Just on that right hand side, but just past that a little bit in that little mall. Next to that, there's a bar right there. What the hell is that bar? I don't
Is it
know.
the Native New Yorker?
No. What the fuck is that bar?
Whatever.
Nitty Gritty Hole in the Wall or whatever the hell it's called. I can't remember.
Who fucking cares? But hey, everybody go find him.
Yeah, great.
Ask him to come on the show.
He also does gaming. So he has a lot of, like, tonight they're doing a game. I can't remember what they're playing tonight, but
Pokemon. Yu-Gi-Oh.
No, they do a lot of the like versions of Dungeons and Dragons crap that's out now, and like I want to call it Canasta, but it's Catan. Catan, I think that's it. And they do that some nights. So he's always got, tables set up kind of in the back of the place, and kids and moms and everything, and they're all in there doing
Kind of like Jesse James' store.
Yeah, I think so. I haven't been in there yet, but I've heard a bit about that.
He's got a shitload of tables, and there's a whole bunch of people in there playing games.
Yeah, it's great because the kids in the community actually have a place where, one, it's safe. Two, they can hang out. Three, they're spending time with friends and their parents, and they're all having fun. I mean, that's the crap that I craved and looked for when I was a kid, because
it was hard to find.
Today, I'm an old man, and I can't remember the last time I could find someone to play Access and Allies with me. It's been years. I love, Risk, Access and Allies, and all those serious board games where back in the day we'd occupy the garage for 18 hours and hang out and drink beer and smoke weed and cigarettes and try and dominate the world. That's
Dude, that sounds like so
what
much
it is.
fun.
20-hour gambit runs of D&D and advanced D&D, and back in the day. And so it's really cool to see that atmosphere again. Another part of the nerd community, the Alfreds that are still trying and to hang out and hand the mantle down, and it's good to see the kids outside of their house off of the fucking video games, the Xboxes, the PlayStations, the getting out there and interacting with one another, that's not over the internet. So it's great shop, great store.
Yeah,
really good.
You talk to him about coming on.
Yeah, definitely. That's where
Speaking of comic book stores and coming on, what did everybody think of the Stranger Things 4 trailer? No, I'm just playing.
That's where I got that Chewbacca #4 that's signed by Peter Mayhew, and that Jeremy Bullock autographed Boba Fett helmet. And a lot of really good books and good prices, and in fact, I've got to.
That is enough plugging of his store.
Do you remember? Which is the color variant on the 302 misprint of Spawn?
Say that again?
Is it the yellow or is it the green?
It's the... I can't remember.
It's yellow, isn't it?
I think so. Why, do you have it?
Of course he has it. That's why he's talking about it.
Yeah.
See it, fucker.
I just picked it up. I literally just picked it up at Mr. E Comics.
Is it the yellow?
Let me see. What's it look like? Nice. That's pretty
cool. Nice. He know it was it?
No, I told him though. I was like, dude.
After you bought it, you told him.
No, I told him before.
Oh.
I'm not like that, man.
But he sold it to you for normal price, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
I think you should get a shout out to Ken though.
Dude, it's it's a misprint. You know about that, right? And he's like, no, what's the matter? Like, well, and I opened it, looked at it, because I told him before, and then I perused the book, and I was like, pretty sure the yellow's the misprint. And because I think I have 2 greens, and and he was like,
Brian's got a few greens too.
But he's that's one thing that's cool about him is he's very like, oh hey, my lost your game. He's just an honest, really good, down to earth guy.
Is it the second print?
Yeah.
Okay, so the second print variant, first female she spawn, right?
She spawned.
Tell him about Mortal Kombat. Spawn.
What about Mortal Kombat? Who the fuck?
Spawn's gonna be a new character.
Who's talking? Who said Mortal Kombat?
I don't know. Came out of the ether. So.
Yeah, it's so you just looked that up, didn't you?
Yeah.
And it's the yellow, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. I think so.
Holy fuck, Matt looks like the Penguin now.
Stupid. Anyways, we'll go ahead and read your misconnection, Kyle. Let's fucking get out of here.
You want to get out of here?
I do.
Why?
Because I'm cold.
You got plans?
No, I'm cold and I want to go wash this off.
Shirt on.
How can you be cold in that big suit and tie?
Yeah.
You look awesome, by the way, man. You look like you... Dude, I would cast you as the Penguin all day. You knocked that shit out of the fucking park. If I was you, I would be so fucking... I'd be proud as hell right now. I'd be like, yeah, bitches. I said it. I did it. I'm the fucking man. Fuck you. Like that. I am fucking Penguin, bitches.
I wish it was like that.
Dude, you should.
When I went to Drawn on Wednesday, I was looking for Thor 1, 2, and 3 because you guys had been talking about how good it was. So I was like, you know what? It's only 3 issues in. I think I'm going to try to catch up. It was cool because he's like, oh, we're sold out of number 1. I was like, all right, fuck it. He's like, and then one of the customers in was like, no, there's one behind another comic over there. Like somebody had hit it. So I grabbed it. And then I have number 2. I ordered it. I have it. And at number 3, he was like, all I got is this 1 in 25 variant. And he had it for like, it was like $18. And I was like, you know what, man? It's cool. Don't worry about it. Give it to somebody else. I don't want to pay that much for that book. He's like, since I know you're going to read it, and I know.
If you don't mind me asking, how much was it?
How much was what?
The 1 in 25. What they charge you?
He had $16 as the price tag. He ended up hooking me up and giving it to me for $8.
Oh, fuck. That's a steal.
So he's like, so I was like, oh, you know what? Fuck it. I'll take it then. So I thought that was really cool of him. I have to give him a shout out for, you know what I mean? Like, he's like, I know you're not here to sell it. I know, you know, you want to read it. So why would
say that? What book was it again?
It was Thor number 3.
Uh-huh.
It was the 1 in 25.
Uh-huh.
And he had it for $16, and he was like, well, I'll just give it to you for $8.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I thought that was awesome of him. And like, we looked through the store, we looked for it, and couldn't, you know, he didn't have any besides that one. So I was like, fuck it.
That's
well, that first punchline is going to be that Batman 89 is going to be a big book. So
I'm so glad it's already on my pull list.
Yeah.
Because it's already, like I said, it's already sold out. It's already gone to a second print. And Tynion's killing it. Anyone who thinks he's not doing a good job right now is dumb.
Yeah.
His writing is so fucking good. Damn, Matt looks so much like the Penguin now.
You're so stupid.
I can't get over it. It's crazy how much you look like the Penguin now. But I don't know. Do you want me to read Misconnections now?
Yeah,
let's do it.
So I picked. I don't know if listener Tim, our moderator, is in the chat, but what I did was I knew like some of our listeners are in Texas, Tim's from Virginia, so those are where I went to go look for the
Misconnections.
So the first one I took from Arizona because we got to stay, you got to have that hometown love. So the first one is,
you gotta have the Midwest Florida in the beginning.
Yeah. So the first one is called The Blue Eyes at Mellow Mushroom. I saw you sitting at a booth at Mellow Mushroom. You had bright blue eyes and a Lululemon pullover. You were shaking that Parmesan cheese onto that vegan cheese. I knew I needed to find a way to strike up a conversation. My head started beating faster and faster in my chest, which doesn't make any sense. And I got close to it, and I thought, if I only had to find a way to talk. I approached you, couldn't think of anything to say, so I awkwardly asked you, do you know where I can find the free mints? You told me that way and pointed to the hostess. As I made my way towards the front of the restaurant, I thought, that was a stupid question. Took a deep breath, turned around, and hurriedly asked, will you be my Valentine? You replied, the answer's in my fanny pack.
What?
That's sad. It's so awesome.
You're shitting me. It does not actually say the end. I replied, it's in my fanny pack.
Here.
You gotta be kidding me.
That's just somebody writing shit to fucking be funny.
You can't see it. Oh, there it is. The answer's in my fanny pack.
So the next one is from Richmond,
I wanna
Virginia.
know-
Okay.
I gotta know. At what point in the world did this girl think, look at that hot man in the fanny pack? Like, fanny pack does not ooze.
I am
feel
loving that vegan
Brad,
pizza.
It never will. Oh, shit. Okay. All right.
Okay. The next one's from Richmond, Virginia. It's called Housekeeping for Men. This one says, I am a traveling housekeeper, head doctor, LOL. I have my own cleaning supplies. If you need services, just reply with a number. It's totally simple. No scams here. Just read between the lines. I can clean whatever you need. Trust me. Drain whatever pipe. Contact me at darkc979@gmail.com. She wants to fuck. She wants to fuck. Let's see. This one is called My Girlfriend Likes to Be Watched While She Masturbates by Other Men.
Is there a number for this one?
I hope so.
Because there's somewhere not going to apply.
My girlfriend likes to be watched when she masturbates by other men. We are looking for males to meet up for one weekend so you can watch, maybe more. Text me 723-844-9727. There is a number. There you go, Chad.
And where was that? That's it. Oh, I was in Georgia or some shit.
Yeah.
That's a long drive.
Might be worth it.
Why can't any of the crazy cool bitches be local?
I know. That's what I'm saying. Okay, this one is called I Think It's Time to Visit Your Chair.
The chair. Time to visit.
It's been here. Look, that's what later. I'll show you. I want to visit your chair. I think it's time to visit your chair. It's been way too many days since feeling your touch, your lips, and hearing your voice. My birthday has passed and years is coming. Turmoil has gotten us both, leaving me with a huge void and an empty spot inside that thrives for you still. But I refuse to reach out. As each day goes by, the hope of you coming to me weakens. Why we couldn't take or refuse to count on each other to make the change or leap of faith was pitiful. Let me know if you want me to come after hours as before. Sit in your chair and brighten my smile. I need a good cleaning, and you're the best. I have always enjoyed being in your dental chair. If you get this reply with my name and where the best date we had was, I want to know it's you. It's her dentist. She's hot for her dentist. I'm hot for dentist. Oh man, that's awesome.
She's been hitting the gas a little hard.
So if Matt didn't dress up as the Joker, this is what I was gonna order.
The Joker
or the Penguin.
Jesus Christ.
Yep, it's called the Black Destroyer Huge Dildo 5-pounder.
Can you even legally order one of those? Like, I feel like
It's on Amazon. It's $38.
how is that even legal?
It's 16.25 inches of awesomeness. It's a 5-pound dildo. The Black Destroyer. Dude, can you imagine the Black Destroyer like this? And he's like talking. Wait. Dude, it would have been so awesome. I was so hoping I was so excited to be able to order that for him.
I don't know, man. I think he fucking knocked it out of the park. That penguin was that was off the hook, man. That was badass.
I'm just letting you all know that this is Snoop Dogg's cousin, Corn Dog.
All right. You got anybody else got anything else this week?
Nope.
No. All right, guys. I want to thank everyone for hanging out in the chat with us tonight. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button if this is your first time finding us. Please subscribe. If you're listening to this back on Monday on any of your podcasting platforms, please remember to leave us a review. It goes a long way to help us in the podcast standings. If you want to support the shirt, you can support the show. You can do so by picking up some Absolute Geek merch at the website on the screen. We'll post it on our Facebook page as well. Yeah, so for this week's episode of the Absolute Geek Podcast, my name is Matt.
I'm Kyle.
I'm Brian.
I'm Chad.
Hey, there, look at it. Even Chad gets the rotation. And people who've been on the show more than him can't fucking get it.
Everybody loves a solo hooky.
Yeah. But we'll see you guys next time.
Are we done?